Get chat up. Give me a sec. It's so muggy. So like, yeah, basically where I live, we've gone from like, oh yeah, it's kind of winter to bam, feels like summer. I'm like, where was spring? Where's the middle season? It's like, nope. Going from, like, not that it got that cold, because like, I mean, Australia's less cold in general, but oh, okay, I've got sound on. Okay, let's mute my phone. Oh yeah, okay, I know why it had noise. Is that the email? I'm like, where's my email? That is my email. Okay. Let me get chat up. Doop doop doo doo. I got these new pens. They're cute. So I got like this one with like a cat and this one with like a little penguin. I got them from one of the Coles near where I live had just like this charity sausage sizzle and like cakes and stuff. And they had like these mystery bags that had lollies and things, and they had these pens in them. And they're kind of cute. Like they're little. Because sometimes you can, especially those. Did anyone as a kid have those 10 color pens that were really chunky and like they were a pain to use? But they had 10 different colors, like that you could press down. I think it was 10 different colors. Hold up. 10. They weren't the worst to use, but yeah, like these style of pens. I remember having them as a kid. I don't remember what type I had. And I was paying because yes! Okay, I'm glad someone knows what I'm talking about. Like, yeah, they were just that bit too thick to use comfortably, especially as a kid. Like, I'm like, your hands are small. I don't know how I did it, but like, it was cool because you'd be like, ooh, all these colors. And they're like, especially because, you know, you'd buy like packs of heaps of gel pens and they wouldn't work. So luckily the colors worked, but yeah, they were a pain to use. But these ones are like, probably as thick as you can get before it starts to get like awkward. You can get thinner for 4. Like, you can get normal pen size with 4 different colors. But they're cute because they got the little guys.
The next 30 minutes of uninterrupted
not. Apparently Spotify is changing so that free users can like actually pick songs. So I can do it on my iPad and on computer, but if I'm on my phone, I have to shuffle. It was really annoying because the other day I went to listen to the Heathers album and I wanted to listen to it in order. It's like, nope. And it was Smart Shuffle and they started throwing in Mean Girls songs and I was like, what are you doing? Yeah, that was kind of annoying. I am not paying for Spotify. I need a better system though, because I feel bad that you guys put up with the ads because I'm poor and refuse to buy it. Oh, that's loud. Okay, where's my piece of paper? Should probably get some drawing in whilst I got the chance. I have been in a bit of a rut, I feel like. I mean, I have just started back up at uni, so that might be part of it. Like, it's like, oh, we got stuff on. And I also, like, haven't, you know, ever sort of live streamed and stuff. So I think possibly, yeah, am I a boy? I'm a boy. I'm sorry. Hello, Sally Face fan. Yes, we're live. Yes, Vivek Cobra. I'm a dude. Wait, cannot believe what happened. Did something exciting happen? Yes, hello everyone in chat. Wow, okay, that chat count went up quickly. Like, I was checking before and it was like 2 chats, and I'm like, that's pretty good. Like, we got some people, and it's like, bam, more than 2 people. You went to an Asian server. Oh, do you mean for Genshin? Yeah, okay. Nice. I'm surprised you weren't already on the Asian servers. Aren't you from the Philippines? So wouldn't that... You got Tainari! Is that, like, from Wishing or from the free character picker? Because I know that at the moment you can pick a free standard 5-star. But I also know that there's lots. Actually, Tainari is really easy to get at the moment because you can either get him for free by picking him. You can either lose your 50-50 on the main thing, or you can also get him on the Sumeru Chronicled Wish by either losing your 50-50 or going for him. You got Amos bow. Oh, nice! Wait, is that Ganyu's bow? Oh, okay, there's even more. So you're set. I think I'm really bad at remembering the weapon names. I usually just call them insert character weapon or like describe them by what they look like. Even though I have a fair few 5-star weapons now, so I should know the names of them, but I don't. You got Jean from Set. Nice! Jean was my first 5-star. So I do kind of have a soft spot for Jean, especially because when I first started playing, I really liked using her ability where, you can lift them up and yeet them away. Especially because early, like, floors of the Spiral Abyss, like, I'm talking floors 1, those sort of level, you could just yeet the enemies out. And I used to do that for the World Ascension quests. John, you're gonna have to fight, you're gonna have to fight Sino for Tainari. Especially because I feel like even the voice actor ships it. Yes, you have been voiced by the You have been blessed by the Gacha gods. Yeah, no, I get that a lot. But yes, thank you for asking and not just assuming, because most people just assume. My brain is not braining. I feel like it does that a lot. I need to like hire a new brain that brains more often. Slacking. Oh wow, I sounded very Australian just then. Jeez. I don't know if you guys have that, like, because I don't have a particularly prominent Australian accent, I don't think. But then just occasionally I'll say something and be like, oh wow, I am Australian. Is he making you lose your 50-50? You're still at. Oh, nice. Free to play, yeah. Okay, that is cool. Sino can watch. Oh, it took me a second to mean you meant Sino because you spelt it very differently to how Sino spelt, like, in the game. I'm not sure how to respond to that. I have the whole Sumeru squad, which I'm really happy about. Like, I've got Alhaitham, Tainari, Kaveh, and Sino. But they're all like on-field DPS, so you can't run them all together, which makes me sad. I wish you could. Like actually, how would you even? Like none of them even have particularly any sort of like other benefits besides being an on-field DPS. Your main is Tainari now. That is fair. I mean, you've got a weapon for him. Wait. Actually, I think I've got Amos bow. Hold up. Let me check. Because is it good for Tainari? Like, my Tainari's not really built. So give me a sec to, like... Hello! Where's the folder? Very good. Thank you! I'm glad you like them. And also, it's not better than Slingshot. Oh, okay. So, is Slingshots is a 4-star? Okay. Well, I really should know the names of weapons, considering how much I play this game. But I don't. Yeah, okay, I have an Amos bow, but I have it at level 1. I haven't upgraded it. Slingshots, the... Oh, I'm thinking of Stringless. Oh, is Stringshot the... No, that's Messenger. Slingshot is an easy 4-star. Are you talking about Stringless? Are you talking about this one? Are you talking about the one that looks like a treble clef? Because I think that's what I've got on him. What do we draw on? Swing around it. Your name feels vaguely familiar. We're currently at the basic stage of the manga. I've been kind of in a drawing rut, I feel like. So I haven't been drawing as much as I really should be, especially considering that's supposed to be the point of the live stream. It's 3-star. Oh, okay. I've used up a lot of my 3-star weapons because upgrading weapons and not having the material. So I think that from the last stream. Nice. Welcome back. Yeah, stringless is better than... Yeah, okay. Yeah, like, I don't have a lot of built bow users. I think Farazan is my only upgraded bow user, and, like, you just put Favonius on her, I'm pretty sure. So I don't really have a need for the Amos bow, but if I ever do get, like, a DPS that's a bow user. Are your parents bakers? No? That's a oddly specific question. Oh, I was like, what? Very funny. I'm slow. Hello, Prajwal. I'm bad at names. I'm not even gonna try. I feel like my attempt will just be bad. You wish you got Mona. Mona is considered one of the best standard characters, but you'll get her eventually. There are a lot of do you still have your free 5-star that you can pick? Yeah, I remember that you Bandari. In what game? Oh, we're talking about Genshin Impact. So yeah, I think Sillyface Fan just recently started an account on the Asia server because that's the server I use. So they're just talking about they got super lucky really early, which is good. I did not get beginner's luck. I was really like I've been more lucky lately than I was when I started. But yeah, I would say that yeah, you'll eventually... I mean, I say you'll eventually get a copy of Mona as if I've gotten... Like, I haven't gotten a copy of Chi-Chi yet. Roblox. This is a... I don't know why you don't expect Genshin to come up. I like Genshin. It's what I spend most of my time doing. Especially lately, because, I've been having a bit of a break from Kingdom Hearts as a game. You gave up because of D-Luke. That is so fair. Yeah, I have a former friend, the person that got me into Genshin, and they hate D-Luke because they kept, like, I think they got, like, C3 D-Luke or something before, like, without getting other standard characters. They just kept getting D-Luke. So they also kind of hate him. See, I like him because he's Batman. Like, he's just Batman. And you hear, thank you, CMYGT. Wait, where's the music? I'm glad that you like the music. I meant the I can't talk, jeez. That's kind of a flaw if you're live streaming. But you can't. Yeah, that's fair. I've lost to, like, actually I just lost to D-Luke. I tried to get Lauma and lost to D-Luke. Because I've got C3 D-Luke now. He's the character I've got the highest constellations that's like a 5-star. So yeah, I think the first time I got him was just on standard. I know I have lost, I lost Arlecchino to him at one point as well. Arsley, hello. So yeah, I remember, yeah, because I've gone for, Arlecchino twice, because I now have her, and I know I lost, I think, the first time. What are you guys talking about? Oh, just talking about Genshin. So yeah, the gacha sometimes can be harsh. You're finally done for school for 2 weeks. Yippee! I just started back up. You're awake at 5:12 a.m.? Jeez, you are up early. I am not someone that's up early. Joy when you come up week, but oh no! Yeah, I know it sucks. Yeah. I kind of go into 50-50s expecting to lose at this point because I've lost so many. Have you played Danganronpa? Yes, I'm really excited because they're remaking it. I'm excited for Danganronpa 2x2 because, like, Nagito is my favorite Danganronpa character, so them remaking 2 is really exciting. Wait, you didn't know? They just announced on Nintendo Direct, I think the last one they had, that they were making, yeah, that we're getting a remake of things. Of, whatchamacallit? Yeah, it's exciting. Apparently, they're also changing around like deaths and stuff. So like it'll be basically like a different story, I think, is the plan. I don't know, we don't know a lot about it. How do you draw hands? Excellent question. I have no idea. Hands are my nightmare. I still can't really draw hands. I just pretend I can. And you guys for some reason believe it. Okay, you guys just can't see what my hands look like is more why you think that I can do it well. I just draw vague shapes that look vaguely like a hand, but half the time there's no details. Was it two or just one? No, it's just two. So it is kind of weird because we haven't had a remake for Happy Havoc, but I think it's just two that they're doing, which might be because it's just more popular. I need your camera because you can draw hair nice. But yeah, hands is something that everyone struggles with. I feel like it's most people's like least favorite thing of drawing a person. Like one of them at least. You decide to redesign yours, he's nice. They look like yeah, it's fair. Like OCs are something often like a process. Okay, so otaku means basically it means nerd in Japanese. It is often used specifically to refer to someone that likes anime and stuff, but to an extent where it affects social skills. Draw the nubs. Yeah. You struggle being a girl. I mean, I did too. Then I realized why. Wait, okay. There's my eraser. Spelling is also, like, not my strong suit. That was always my worst part of it, like, my least favorite part of English was spelling. Do I watch cricket? I don't. Even though I am Australian, so I know that cricket is a big thing here. I'm not really someone that watches any sport. My pop used to like cricket. I mean, he still would if he was still here. Hello webcore. Hello people. Do I watch AFL? No. So I live in Queensland. So if I was to watch a football, NRL tends to be more of the sport here. AFL's more like any state that isn't like New South Wales and Queensland. And I guess it's Canberra. Can I draw Kratos? I can try in a sec. You subscribe. Thank you. Is you okay, you mods, you need to adjust expectations. Wait, what happened? Sorry, I can't always keep up with chat, so most of the time it is the mods doing stuff. Oh, yeah, no, if that is what you said, John Madden, then yeah, maybe don't say that. That's kind of inappropriate. If that's what you do. The things that we say about your spider is true. Okay. So see with this we do have lots of spiders, but like it's kind of like how other countries have things like bears and stuff. Like yes, they are around, but often you're not gonna run into them because like they don't want to be inside a house. Like they usually like it depends on where you are. Like it's not as bad as we like to make it seem. Australia, okay, we're kind of the really like to lean into our own stereotypes, it feels like. Like we make things worse. Like a lot of our like classic Australian films are like the biggest stereotypes of ourselves. Like yeah, I mean, it depends on what you specifically meant with spiders. See, I'm someone that's kind of afraid of spiders. But like I would say like I mean, it's also hard for me to gauge how bad it is compared to other places because I haven't lived anywhere else. So like the amount of spiders I experience is just what seems normal to me. Um But, like, most of the time, they're not as big of an issue as we like to make it out. Yeah. Do we even have Black Widows? I thought Black Widows were an American thing. But yeah, like, there's, like, things like, Daddy Longlegs are, like, pretty safe. There's just some breeds of spiders that are worse than others. But, luckily, like, things like redbacks, for example, they're pretty easy to identify. See spiders in your house. His name is Baxter. Ooh. Because none are venomous. Yeah, like... I'm not afraid of spiders purely, like, it's not just because, like, oh, they're dangerous. I just don't like the way they move. Like, that, like, creepy, crawly, just, It's the same reason I think why I don't like spider. Wait. Otaku, what do you call Paimon when devouring a delicious pie? Paimon. Pie nom 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 nom. What should you name your spider? You should call it Angel Dust, like from Hadsman Hotel. If you're not afraid, Daddy Longlegs spiders. See, like, Daddy Longlegs are, like, one of the less dangerous ones, but I don't like any spiders, to be honest. But I've also had spiders pop up into places they really shouldn't. Hello, cartoon! Like, I had one when I used to have long hair, I had, like, the Turby twist, and there was, like, a spider in there, but yeah. Pie nom nom, yay! Guy dude, hello! Hey, Longlegs are goofy. Yeah, like, I kind of wish I wasn't as afraid of them as they were, because, like, I want to be able to, you know, appreciate them more, because I know that, like, they get unnecessary hate, but I'm also afraid of dogs. I'm kind of, I know there's, I'm kind of afraid of a fair few different animals. You're back, but then, name your closet spider, Chinese saying out. You should name it Angel Dust, after the guy from Hadsman Hotel, because he's a spider. Your stand. Okay, so basically what happened last time with the camera stand is there's a little, like, sticky bit of, like, foam at the bottom that's designed so that it doesn't move around too much. The sticky stuff that was sticking that onto the stand just moved. So it wasn't that hard to fix. I was worried that it was broken because I cannot afford to replace this until I get paid again. And I was like, oh, you guys are gonna kill me if I'm, like, take a week off because my stand broke. So I'm glad that it works. Because you guys would not have been happy if it didn't. I'm 21, yeah. So I went to a convention last weekend. So that's why I'm usually broke anyway as well, because don't have the most disposable income to begin with, and I'm not the most financially responsible. But yeah, I went to a Comic-Con, so this fortnight I've had even less money than normal. I think I've got like $5 left in my bank account because I bought chips. Through a chihuahua. What? I mean, it's bad. I'm a boy. Too young. What? I don't sound 15. I'm not saying like skibbity sigma enough to sound 15. That is my impression of Gen Alpha. What's my height? I don't know. Why would I know? Wait, am I supposed? I think I'm like around Todoroki's height because I remember when I was really into My Hero Academia. See, I read Gen Alpha for a second. It looked like you wrote Gen Alpaca, and I'm like, that's what the next generation should be called. Just forget about like the Greek alphabet for a generation and just like give them animals. What's Gen Alpha? You're reading email. Okay. Gen Alpha's like Gen Alpha's like the generation after Gen Z. So I think they're like young kids. I don't know, maybe there's Gen Beta has already started. Druid can as in like from I thought that Todoroki was 175, I think. If I remember correctly. There was like wait. Okay, I vaguely remember this image. Like there's a picture of like them all together. Gen Alpha started in 2010. That's when I started school. Jeez. Yeah, like this image. So yeah, I think I'm like around here in height. Like here-ish. Oh. So yeah, so Todoroki's like 176, so I think I'm around that. Does this school know you have a channel? My uni? I mean, I haven't told it my uni, but I don't know why I would. You're taller. Woo! It's actually really... I think I'm a... I don't know. I don't know exactly how tall I am, because I also struggle to measure that as well, because, like, you are not 176. I mean, maybe... I know I was around that height. Because I just remember being like... Because Todoroki was, like, my second favorite character, and I was like, yippee! I don't know, it was kind of... I use centimeters. That's what I'm doing. I'm not used... I don't know what I am in feet. Look, I barely know what I... Okay. I don't have a tape measure, so I don't think I can objectively... What's my weight? I don't know that! Guys, if I don't know my height, why would I know my weight? You're taller than me. Yippee! Yeah, I mean, maybe I should measure myself at some point, but I really don't care how tall I am. Like... Not enough to have it memorized, at least. I'm sure that there's, like, records, medical records of how tall I am, because I haven't grown that much. But, yeah, I don't have it memorized. I think I'm in that weird sort of thing where I was tall when and then, like, it's like I lost that tall privilege when becoming a guy. I mostly do traditional art. I do have some digital stuff. And I've also done some stuff that's like a combination. Like I did this Gacha piece that combined. So like I drew that traditionally initially and then had like some garbage collages, as in literal garbage, and like yeah, combined them. But I tend to be more traditional. Just I find it easier. Make you like you made me feel like you're 160 centimeters. I mean, I think I'm a little bit taller than that. I don't know, because maybe I 160 centimeters is I think a little bit short, isn't it? Because I don't know heights. So now you guys are making me feel like I should know this. Actually, I might message one of my friends and be like, hey, do you know how tall I am? It's like 5'3". Oh, okay, wait. What? Okay, let me just Google, like, what is the average height in Australia? That might give me... Okay, so I think I have to be taller than 160 centimeters, because I am taller than the average female. And it says that in, like, my country that, like, for adult women, it's, like, 161.8 centimeters is, like, the... But that was in 2020 and 12. 5'8". Oh, okay. But yeah. I have no idea. I'm not good at remembering that kind of stuff. I know I have measured myself. I think I'm around my... Hold up. Actually, I might message my brother, because I'm around his height. And, like, he would he's the type of guy that's going to know how tall he is. You bet you can draw the Mona Lisa. Nice. You think I'm just, like, I don't know. I find it weird, this whole idea that, like, people talk about online about, like, that you need to be 6 foot. I have never met like, they might exist. They probably do. But like I have never actually met someone that's really actually cares about height that much. Yes, I have a brother. I have a younger brother. He might not get back to me because he might be busy. You're a single child. Nice. Yeah, no, I have a brother. I just don't talk about him a lot because like I don't live with him. And it just hasn't really come up. I think maybe it was mentioned like when, because he was staying here recently, so I think it did get mentioned when he was there. Very good construction or models. You have 3 brothers. What do you mean by models? I mean, I don't. I'm just gonna accept the compliment and no stop overthinking your comment. I'm like, what? What models? Yeah, I feel like most people have at least one sibling. Like, I think most people aren't an only child. I mean, depending on what country you're from as well. The models that you drew stop. Oh, okay. You have 0 brothers. Yeah, overthinking is, I think. That is also true. 'Cause yeah, I feel like you guys do like tend to share a lot with me, and I'm like, guys, I'm a stranger on the internet. How does it feel to have a sibling? I don't know how to explain it, because like even though I'm the eldest, I was like 2.5 when my brother was born, so I don't remember what it was like before I had a brother, so I don't really have a reference point to explain it. It's kind of like having someone that you really care about, but they also just annoy you. Um, and like different people have different dynamics, and it does change over time. But yeah, like having a sibling is a really weird dynamic because you kind of like, okay, hate is too strong. You kind of get really annoyed with them, but like you would still like it's kind of like, okay, I don't know if you've seen in movies where it's like only I get to mess with this person. So like um the kind of siblings kind of like someone that you like, it's like like you push them around, but then if someone else messes with them, you're like, okay, you just messed with the wrong person. Sister moved out because of you. Oh. Hello GC English 9 and 10 classes. That is a specific name. You share. Guys, if you need therapy, I am not a therapist. As someone that routinely goes to actual therapy, I am not a substitute. Even if I was a licensed therapist, which I'm not, I haven't even done a single course in psychology. I am not a substitute for actual therapy. I understand that sometimes it's unaffordable, but guys, are you an animation No, I don't really know how to animate. Can I draw? Who is Shizuka Kuze? Did I butcher that pronunciation? I think I've had a couple of other requests and I have forgotten them. I need to write requests down. Actually, I nearly just put the eraser in my mouth. What am I doing? I feel like I need to make that bigger to indicate that he's closer to the camera. You love anime. Yippee! I feel like there's a... Dude... Yeah, there's only one person I remember coming into the chat that didn't like anime, but they were a troll. I feel like most people that join, like, because, I mean, most people that like manga will also like anime, like, they're I mean, given that most anime tend to be adaptations of manga, they're pretty, like, related. And hello, Electus. Fancy name. Do you know what a dead horse is? Yes? Show chat your Discord server. Oh, wait. That reminds me. That's not the right link. Okay. That reminds me, I should put the Discord link in the chat. There is also a competition thingy going on. Okay, I use competition loosely. There's a thingy going on in the Discord server. Which you might want to join. You always let the style growing up style? Okay, I actually got a message back from a friend. Wait, what do they say about how tall I am? Okay, so my friend that I just messaged asking how tall they think, okay, the deadline's like a couple of weeks, I think. So basically, one of the mods was the one that came up with the idea. So it's just redesigning the Discord logo, because basically I made it really quickly. So it does kind of look kind of cheap and dodgy. So yeah, you've still got a bit of time to join. You don't have to rush. But yeah, okay, my friend messaged how tall they think I am. They said, accounting for my boots, so I often wear boots with these chunky heels that go jingle, jingle, jingle. And they, said that I would be around 5'9" to 5'10". So there's your answer for whoever asked about my height. Saga, can you not? Do you have any advice for line art? Okay, my advice for line art is line weight variance. So I find that what really brings line art to life is having a bit of variety in the thickness of things. So often what I do when I'm inking, which I will show an inked page. So like for this page, I started off with basically just using one pen, just getting the outline. And then eventually, like, sort of you go into different spots and make some spots thicker, some you keep the same. So I feel like that's what really helps line art come to life. How was my day? It was fine. Can you, yeah. Why am I a bot in your, what? You're a bot in my server? I have no idea. You use ballpoint. Same rules apply. Hold up, let me get the thing. Okay, so like, here's a ballpoint pen. Cheap ballpoint pen. It doesn't matter what kind of pen you're using, the same principles apply. Okay, so this is, so let's say we're gonna draw Oddish. So like, a way to really help your line art come to life is, you know, having this thickness. So I'm exaggerating it, but see how like this side is thicker than the other side? Who's the Japanese writing name? I don't know how to say their name because it's in Japanese. But yeah, I think one of the mods has a Japanese name. Have you ever used a G pen? I haven't used a G pen. I haven't used like those sort of calligraphy style pens because I think G pens, I just don't have any and they kind of look a bit messier. But yeah, so like you can also help with, so like for the line art thing, you can use it to help give your thing form. So especially if you add all the thick lines in the same spot, kind of like lighting. Bonjour, study. I saw your message about stay hydrated. Don't worry, I did see that. Use pencil only. Okay. So yeah, I would say that's the main thing with line art is line variety. I'm not sure what specifically you're struggling with is also drawing Among Us right on the spot. I can draw Among Us. It's like the Among Us guy. Why do you have the bot roll? I don't know. Name of the Pokemon. It's Oddish. Oddish is that little guy. I drew it from memory, so it might not be 100% accurate, but Oddish is my favorite. Do I know J Marrett? The name sounds familiar, but not... I don't know what they are. Like, I'm assuming they may be a content creator of some kind. But the name rings a bell for some reason. Honestly, with a lot of art advice, I would, like, double check on YouTube tutorials first before asking me, because there are much better actual artists, like, drew a bone marrow. I feel like I'd have to do too much research. I'm not very good at anatomy stuff. Like, actually knowing, things, because I don't know what bone marrow looks like. I feel like it'd have to look like a diagram to even communicate that. No, like, yes, I do like Pokemon. I feel like most people like Pokemon. Pokemon's pretty popular. I give you a mod role on the server. Why? I feel like we have a fair few Discord mods, and they're more on it than I am. Do you think we should do a drawing competition on the Discord server? We've already got one. There's one to redraw my profile thingy. There is a drawing competition. I mean, I guess you could do it just by, like, graphic design, but I'm gonna guess that most of you guys are probably gonna draw. Just enjoying the music. You got scammed. You paid a ton of money for glasses and... Oh. You'll just stay a bot. I don't know how to fix it. If you want to fix it, maybe just mention it in the server and at mods. The other mods, and I'm not really that Discord savvy, so I would say if you need help with stuff. Have you seen the drawing I sent your server? It's on the... I think I've looked at everything, the digital art. Because I do remember there was a few things sent yesterday, like, people were sending, like, things. Oh, thank you. Guy, dude. Oh, are you talking about your Roblox guy? Because, yeah, I'm like... And the Among Us. You want to read the manga? It's a little bit difficult given that, I haven't gotten there yet. Saga, can you stop being flirty? It's weird. Mungus. Have I tried caricature? Not a lot, if you're talking about that sort of, like, political cartoon style. It's just not a style I particularly like the look of, so I haven't really felt inclined. No, it's not that you have to buy it. I literally haven't finished chapter 1. So it's kind of difficult for me to give you anything to read when I'm very inefficient, as you guys can tell from being here. I'm not like one of those pros. Yeah. So, like, as soon as I do get it out, you guys will definitely know. Are mechanical pencils expensive in your area? Depends, on the quality you're going for. I can get, like, cheap ones, like a packet of 3 for, a packet of 3 for, like, $2, 2 AUD, which I think is, like, I don't know how much that is in USD. Draw the lady that uses Gen Alpha words. It's Australian. I have no idea who that is. Hello, Ratchety. Oh, is that meant to, like, Ratchety? Is that meant to be a pun? I feel like that's meant to be a pun, but I could be slow. You said on Discord. Have I tried brush pens? What do you mean by what do you mean by brush pens? What are we drawing? Currently working on my manga. In theory. I don't know, I'm kind of... The last couple of streams, I haven't drawn much just because... In a little bit of a rut, I think. I've just started back up at uni, and yeah. Saga, don't be... What are you doing? But yeah, Bumblefluff, we're, drawing stuff. It doesn't look like much at the moment because I still am in the thing. That's just your name. Okay, so I'm overthinking it. I've been doing that I mean, I do that a lot anyway, but I feel like I've been overthinking things even more this stream. Like, even more than normal. Which is saying something. Okay, Saga, you're annoying me, actually. Yeah, I'm not putting up with this. Drawing a manga. Yes. better than what I can. It looks good, better than what I can feed for people. What is my ethnicity? Wait, okay. I'm stupid. Let me Google, because I know that, like, ethnicity, nationality, and culture are different things. So let me Google what exactly ethnicity is, so I can, like, answer properly, because I get them mixed up. Yeah, Saga was kind of weird last time, and just, I'm not in the mood to put up with those messages. Ethnicity or ethnic group is a group of people who identify with each other on the basis of perceived shared attributes that distinguish them from. That doesn't help, Wikipedia. I'm from Australia. That's my country that I'm from. It is also used interchangeably with race. Oh, okay. See, I'm kind of a mix, like, so I'm white, but I'm kind of a mix of a lot of different European things, because, like, I had family that came over here as convicts, like, quite early, like, First Fleet level early. So I'm kind of just a mush of different white. That's why I don't really particularly identify with any of them, because the easiest, I guess, ethnicity for me to trace is, Italian, but I'm only a 16th, and wasn't really raised in that culture. No, we don't have kangaroos in our houses. That's not a thing that we do. Kangaroos are dangerous. We don't ride on kangaroos. We kind of, I don't know, they're just like wild animals. Like, and they're not everywhere. Like, some places have more of them than others. But, like, where I live, I haven't seen a lot of kangaroos around. But I am also in a more urban area. You're from Eurasia and you live in Australia too. Nice! Australia's cool. I'm glad you guys like Australia. Yeah, we like to kind of mess with people. So, yeah, Australia, we kind of like perpetuate our own stereotypes and make things more confusing and worse. Like things like drop bears. We just like messing with tourists. Because that's also why we give you guys heaps of Vegemite. I like Vegemite, yes. But yeah, I was just about to mention that, like, with tourists and stuff, we love to just give them a big, thick lather of Vegemite, which is not, like... You eat Vegemite with Milo? What are you doing? You traded your chicken for chicken wings. Oh, you sent the video, okay. Hold on, give me a sec. Oh, okay, now I know who you're talking about. The lady in, like, Parliament. He was like, okay, I do actually vaguely remember seeing this. Made you puke. Oh, no. How much Vegemite did you eat? Because, yeah, like, we like to mess with people. But Vegemite is something that you sort of work your way up with. Like, yeah, if you're just starting out with Vegemite, you don't just eat it out of the jar. Most Australians don't even do that. You have just... Okay, so you get some toast. You toast some bread, and then you just put on some butter, put on a little bit of Vegemite. You want a very thin spread, especially if you're used to something like, jam. Do not put a thick layer on, especially if it's your first time trying it. And then also put some cheese. Cheese and Vegemite taste really good together. And hello, Raven. But, like, not every Australian likes it. It's something that people... It's a taste that I feel like you kind of have to get used to. But see, here in Australia, you start eating it when you're very young. So that's why, like, some adults might have a thicker thing. What are we doing? We're talking about Vegemite. Yeah, you either hate it or you're like, yeah, kind of like, exactly. I have a friend that was really into Vegemite. Like, they had a heap of Vegemite memorabilia. Like, they had Vegemite for their like, lunchbox. A sausage sizzle or hot dog? Hold up. Is that the you stuff Australian? Yes. Vegemite's the beer leftover stuff that we eat. Would I consider a sausage sizzle a hot dog? See, my automatic are Austria and Australia the same? No. Two different countries. Austria's in Europe. Australia is, I mean, its own continent country, but it's like south of Asia. Actually, it's funny that you say that because I want to say it's Ando, but it could be a different guy. But there was someone, I remember this story about, like, they got to pick between Australia and Austria for, like, where they were going as refugees. Yes, hello, Raven. I did say hello. Are you drawing an original piece of media? Yes. Why does Australia have its own continent called Australia? Okay, Australia's just because the land mass is big enough to be counted as a continent, and it just happens that Australia is, all one country. But it wasn't initially. Western Australia actually joined later. So we could have ended up with multiple countries. Bye, Raven. But yeah, it's not that, like, we're special and stuff. What are those sketches? Very basic things. It's normal, though. Yeah. What do you mean, what are those sketches? They're just of, like, people. I haven't gotten that far. You have a comic. It's Relson in May of 2026. Nice. I mean, at the rate I'm going, it might take me until then to get chapter 1 out. I've been complaining about Kingdom Hearts 4 taking so long to release, and I'm like, ooh, I'm slower than Nomura. Only true Australians know this, what's a Joey? Am I missing a reference? What's a Joey? A Joey's a baby kangaroo. I feel like I'm missing something. Why am I feeling... I'm feeling the pressure, like I'm being tested to prove I'm a real Australian. I'm like, I don't know. Okay, okay, I was overthinking it. Do you want to hear? And thank you for the sport. The sport? What sport? I mean, if you've got a manga, it'd be... Yeah, I'm curious to hear a comic. I don't know what you refer to it as. My brain is not braining right now. Any tips for learning math? You want to see me draw? Do I watch AFL? I don't. I don't really like sports, and I don't like watching sports. But I also live in Queensland, which is more of an NRL state. Once you draw, just don't... Okay, I will draw something. Draw math. Actually, math is blue. I had this argument with you guys. Do I play any games? I like Kingdom Hearts. I also play Genshin. And we played Among Us last time. Okay, I'm gonna draw something. I'm gonna draw Mickey Mouse from memory. Actually, I'm realizing that I have no idea what Mickey Mouse looks like. Okay, let's try and draw Mickey Mouse from memory. Surely I know what this doofus looks like. He's got like that kind of a nose. And this looks so bad. You're still doing okay? Yes. Yes. I'm going to be doing that for a long time at this point. And probably would make all of them gay anyway. Because we need representation. You play Genshin for Victoria. Nice! I haven't been to Victoria. Okay, I know that Mickey, he's got like a body. I'm gonna go with his normal outfit just because I feel like that's gonna be slightly easier. Bro, what is this? Okay, apparently I have no idea what Mickey Mouse looks like. He's got like arms and he's got gloves because they all have gloves. Wee. Why does this... Okay, I have no idea what he looks like. Okay, it's not a... How do I draw a sweater looks? Wait, what? He's got... Look, I think I got the head, the 3 circles part right, and that's about it. Okay, guys, it's not a soccer manga. They're just playing soccer in the first chapter because I wanted to give them something to be doing. Like, you know how, like, you play around and, like, do fun stuff with friends? It's not a thing. Okay, let me look up what this... I'm not a she, but look, I should know what this guy looks like. I'm really bad at actually memorizing character designs. Like, I'll think I know what something looks like. It's an alien. It's a boy that finds an alien like the alien one. And with the boy, and that's how God was. Okay, so you got an alien manga. So, like, sci-fi or science fantasy, probably? Okay. I completely butchered the face. At least I got the details. He's got pants. He's got shoes. He's got gloves. Why is... What? Wait, does he usually have 5 fingers? I thought he would have... No, he usually has 4. So that's why I did, like, the circles. Okay, let's draw Mickey Mouse properly. Now that I have a reference. Oh, wow, that's... This pen feels weird. I'm gonna blame it on the pen and not my lack of skills. This guy... That's his glove. That's the hand, and those 4 are the fingies. It's not gonna be perfect, but that's fine. I have heard of Cuphead, but I haven't played it. But I know what it is. I know that it's a game. And it has sort of that old-timey aesthetic. Kind of like how, Bendy and the Ink Machine is also another one that has that sort of aesthetic. Inspired by, like, Disney. He's got 3 lines. Oh, okay, I did kind of miss the lines on the gloves. That's true. Look, honestly, given how bad the face looked, I'm surprised there weren't more major details forgotten. And there probably would have been if he was a more complicated character. This is not... I could not draw! Do you want the comic book girl? The comic book girl? Wait, I have drawn Donald before. Because I was doing a study of, like, one of the Kingdom Hearts artworks. Why? This Mickey is cursed! Okay, stuff you, Mickey Mouse. You don't help me in enough fights in Kingdom Hearts for me to put in this effort. You're not as bad as Donald, but... Jeez. Okay, this is telling me that yeah. The ears are the same. Are they? They're slightly small. Okay, they're bigger than they are proportionate here, but his ears are like... They aren't as big as the main head. I'd say they're about, like, half the size. I don't know, it's kind of hard to measure circles that way. Mickey straight to the garbage, exactly. This rat causes so many problems. And plus, I need to draw the right version of Mickey Mouse. Maybe if I use pencil and actually let myself, like... How do you live stream? Okay, YouTube I think you need, like, 50 subscribers before YouTube lets you. If you really want to live stream before, you can, on YouTube. There are places like Twitch will let you live stream. But yeah, unfortunately, I think YouTube does have a minimum subscriber count before it lets you. But if you have the right number, when you go plus to, like, create something, I think it goes, like, video, short, live, post. It should be pretty easy to find. Okay, we're gonna draw you only have 22. Okay, so that's why, I think it could be 50, it could be 100, but, like, yeah. Have you met another fellow YouTuber? Do you mean, like, in real life? I have a friend that's a, Twitch streamer, and they also put VODs on YouTube. Oh, wait, no, Hanro. One of my friends from school is also gone on to, make YouTube. So I guess, yes, I have. If that, I have people that I know that do YouTube. It's kind of funny that I've gone on to do YouTube. When I remember as a kid, all my friends wanted to be YouTubers because, like, they watched, like, Minecraft stuff. And then, like, because I didn't have the same access to the internet, I was one of the few ones that was like, not really. And then I've gone on to do YouTube, which is funny. Okay. Can you draw your OC? Yeah, if you join the Discord, I'll have a look. I think there's been some I'm really bad at remembering requests. I need a better system. Okay, I think I need to just... Mickey is harder to draw than I thought he would be. Especially because I've drawn Donald and Goofy, and I found them so much easier. And, like, considering that he's designed to be very, like, old-school animation friendly, I expected him to be a bit easier than he is. Why is that so terrifying? I think maybe it's the position. Maybe the eyes are too far apart or something. He has a trag. Oh, Haiti. A what? I don't know what a Traggle Haiti is. Why, Mickey? Mickey, what are you doing? I can draw all these fancy anime characters and they look much more close, but then I go to draw Mickey Mouse and that's my limit. Character designed to be easy to draw for like animation purposes, and I can't draw that. I've drawn a more accurate Cloud Strife from the Final Fantasy VII remake, so that's a more realism style, and I can get that to look right, but no, not Mickey Mouse. Have you done other mangas before this? I did Manga May back in 20 last year. So I have drawn like a couple of pages, but I don't have any like proper things. I'm not dealing with this. System stop. Like seriously, just I'm not dealing with that. Sama said hello. I think the proportions need to be a lot more accurate. I think is possibly what's doing it. Is just things are slightly off, and for some reason it just makes Mickey look completely wrong, whereas other characters can have more leeway. Habibi. Who's Habibi? Oh, I'm so sorry. I only half read your name. I kind of got distracted by your Killua profile picture, so I'm sorry if I completely butchered it. How do I say it? And I was also distracted because, like, System's a semi-regular troll. And getting rid of them possibly also didn't help. I feel bad when I stuff up people's names just because, like, I understand that it can be annoying. Did I say salad? Please tell me I did not say salad. Because I did not mean to say... Oh, okay. I am not... Mickey Mouse sucks. Oh. How do you pronounce the double A? I think that's what threw me. I don't... Because double A isn't particularly common in English, so I'm not entirely sure, like, in advance. Hello, Box of Dragons. I hate Mickey Mouse. I hate Mickey Mouse! Why is he so hard to draw? This rat! This stupid rat! I hate Mickey Mouse. I'm crashing out over Mickey Mouse. Why can I not make this guy look right? I can draw. I can usually get characters looking semi-accurate, but I think it's to the... Want me to tell you a joke? Yes, tell me a joke. Okay. I know. I know. How to draw skulls. Oh, okay. That's something I can kind of explain. There's a couple different methods, but you want to start with a circle, and then you kind of want to draw like a you kind of draw like a mushroom. Knock knock. Who's there? There are, like, it depends on what sort of style. Like, if you want a realistic skull, if you want more of that cartoony style. I really like the way that Monster High stylizes their skulls. It's Mickey Mouse. Uh-huh. I feel like that's... And then you can add a little bow. Because it's cute. But yeah, I really like the way that Monster High stylizes the skeleton. So I guess so they have, like, more of the, like, the cheeks. Like, this is, like, a circle. That looks vaguely inappropriate. Can I draw Sans out of memory? I haven't played Undertale. I can try, but I am going to guess that I'm gonna miss something because, like, I know what he looks like in the vague sense, but I also haven't played the game, so I'm imagining that I don't have the best. Like, there's characters that I know what they look like, and have seen a lot more that I cannot remember how to draw properly. But I can give it a go. So Sans has got, like, the head. He's got, like, a kind of a round body and, like, shoes. He usually has, like, his hands in, like, a jumper. You know, he's got, like, a skull face. What? Knock, knock. Who's there? I think he's got a hoodie. Actually, no, I don't think I think he wears, like, the hoodie down. I know he wears a hoodie, but I don't think he wears it covering. I think he's got, like, little highlights in his eyes, usually. Which I have not done. Atch. Oh, is this gonna be Achu? Are we making a sneezing joke? That's Sans from memory. That doesn't look like him, does it? Oh, dang it. Okay, he has his jacket open. He doesn't have it closed. And I forgot about the little nose hole thing. Okay. I was right. He wears slippers. Okay. Okay, so the main things I got is the face was slightly off. So he has more of a... Okay, it looks like there's a couple different artworks, but it looks like he's got more of, pronounce of the cheeks as well. So he has cheeks. He has the little nose thingy on the skull. Oh, I can't read that. Did you forget about the manga? No, I haven't forgotten. I'm just procrastinating. There's a difference. Never forget. Just don't do it. Okay, and yeah, okay, he has his jumper open. Like a jacket, like, rather than being buttoned up. So I remembered aspects of it, but it doesn't surprise me that I missed things. And yeah, he's got, like, eyes like that. But yeah, I haven't played Undertale, so honestly I'm surprised it was that accurate, considering I couldn't remember what Mickey Mouse looked like. Yeah, we procrastinate a lot here, especially recently. I really feel like I need to, like, do something to get out of this rut a little bit. I am an anime fan, yes. Before anyone asks, no, I haven't seen One Piece. I haven't seen Jujutsu Kaisen. I haven't seen Solo Leveling. I haven't seen JoJo's. Those seem to be the ones that come up a lot. Because I feel like a lot of you guys seem to be really into, like, Jujutsu Kaisen. I mean, Solo Leveling makes sense. It's, like, the big thing at the moment. Honestly, surprised none of you guys have asked about, like, Free Run, which is also a big thing recently. Who's your favorite Hunter x Hunter character? I have seen Hunter x Hunter. My favorite was Kurapika. I like Kurapika. Don't really like Jujutsu. I tried to get into it, and I just couldn't vibe with it, which is weird, because I have definitely read stuff that's objectively worse. You don't watch anime? Really? I was not expecting that, just given, like, my channel content. Do you like manga without liking anime? You like Rumi and Zoe? Let's go. I love K-pop Demon Hunters. K-pop Demon Hunters is so good. You know it's a good movie, like, so I have seen it way too many times because, we have, like, a young kid in the house sometimes, and, like, they really love the movie, like everyone does at the moment. So you know it's a good movie, especially, like, a kid's film, if you can watch it enough times to have it memorized within a couple of weeks, and you still think it's a good movie. That's the real test. Do I make lives every day? I try to, but I sometimes, you know, I get busy sometimes. I have uni as well. So on Thursdays, I can't live stream because I have a class, like, around the same sort of time. And I don't want to have to be rushing home and stuff, so I just take that day off. But I try to. You guys get annoyed if I don't live stream. Guess where you're from? I know where you're from, Box of Dragons. So I will not guess, because I'm pretty sure I remember where you said you were from. I don't remember everyone's, but I think I remember yours. So I would give others a chance to guess without spoiling it. I have played some of Amori. I remember I also have watched most of it. Like, yeah, I watched a playthrough before I got the game, so I am familiar with Amori. Um, he's like, yay, thank you. Um, so yeah, I do have the game. I have it on the Switch. I just haven't finished it. You say on the, I think I do remember where you're from, Box of Dragons. So that's why I'm not guessing, because I'm 99% sure. I just feel I'm just overthinking it, I think. I've been doing that a lot this stream in particular. Yeah. Because, yeah, I do remember that someone was being, like, racist or something, and it was really weird. But, yeah, we have... Okay, wait, Box of Dragons. As someone from Japan, do you accept manga as things that aren't just Japanese? Because I know that it is a contentious topic. And as someone from Japan, like, do you take offense, I guess, to people that aren't Japanese, aren't living there? Do you get annoyed with that? Hello, Veda. Veda? I think it's Veda. Veda. Veda, da, da, da. He's like, yeah, I know, you do announce that you're from Japan a lot. You're leaving. Okay, Veda. Veda. Okay. So I had it right at the first time, I think. They said Vader first, but then I overthought it. I've been doing that way too much this stream. Like, I overthink a lot, but I think it's been worse today. I wonder why. Tell me what ain't nothing but a... Where am I from? I'm from Australia. Oh, Box of Dragons. I asked, like, because, like, some people define manga as, like, just being from Japan. So my question was, Box of Dragons, as someone from Japan, like, are you okay with non-Japanese people calling their stuff manga, or, like, do you view it as just Japanese? Like, I'm just curious, like, what the if there's a consensus in Japan compared to, like, because, like, I know that technically everything is called manga there, but, like, yeah, I'm just curious, like, what the... like, because I know that sometimes you get, like, especially, like, Western people that like to gatekeep. But you hate the animals, they're so creepy. That is fair. Honestly, you won't see them a lot of the time, especially if you're in cities, which I'm going to guess is where most tourists would go, places like Sydney. It's kind of like how, like, I'm guessing anywhere, like, you're gonna have more stuff out in the bush. Are you from... Am I from whose country? I'm from Australia, so I don't know where that person is from, but if they're from Australia, that's where I'm from. I haven't left the country. I nearly did, and then COVID hit. My family also did go around Hatrix. I think so. I don't know. I feel bad when you guys ask if I remember you. Mongoose Australia, yes. Made you think Australia is just a huge jungle. It's more desert than it is jungle. We don't really call anywhere here jungle. Just like we tend to have like the bush, but I feel like jungle is more something we use for like I don't know, Africa. Because the environment's yeah, like I'm like it's not jungle. Don't say manga's coming. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I feel like most of you guys that I do remember are people that it takes me a couple of live streams of you being here regularly, commenting a lot. And, okay. Cause yeah, like I think so. Hatrix, I'm not sure. Knock knock. Burning Spice Cookie wrote something in Japanese that I can't read. The truck! It's Truck-kun! We're gonna get isekai'd. May you ask something? Yeah, you can ask anything appropriate. I won't just say you can ask anything, because some of you guys take that the wrong way. But But as long as it's a normal thing to ask, you don't have to ask permission to ask it. Mods banned you last time. If you're banned, how are you here? I'm confused. Said something bad last time. Oh! What did they say? I don't remember this. Speak English, so may I ask, is my hand... What? May I ask, is my hand broke because I draw every day like... Okay, so you're asking if you'll cause damage by drawing 6 hours every day? Okay, so... I would say it depends. I have definitely had days where I've drawn for 6 hours. Even like 6 hours in a row, but it would depend on, you know, if you're how nicely you're holding your pencil, how used to it you are, and how often you do it. I would say as long as you know you're looking after yourself, you should be fine. There you go, it's getting like, that's fair, Veronica. Did work in Aussie as an animator kind of tricky? I'm not an animator, so I have no idea. You have plans to work in Australia? Yeah, okay, if you're planning to work in Australia for animation, I'm not the person to ask. I don't know how to animate, so I have no idea how it is. You can never... What? Your hand would fly away? What? What's my favorite anime? I like Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, Death Note, Mob Psycho 100. I like Hunter x Hunter. I also, in terms of more manga stuff, because a lot of things I prefer the manga to the anime, just because I like the unique art styles that tend to be... Art styles tend to be slightly more unique in manga, but I like, The Promised Neverland. I like, Talk About Haneke-kun. I like, Moriarty the Patriot. I have a few that I like. I also like, Seraph of the End. I kind of guessed that you liked Hunter x Hunter. My brother is really into it. Jojo, I'm not reading that second one, and Berserk. What's my favorite music? Apparently, according to Huntrix is a good answer. I like what Spotify has decided to call cringecore. I like that kind of stuff that, you know, those weird Tumblr kids? That kind of music. My friend asked me to live in the same dorm if I was really serious and work there. Okay, I am not the person to ask for job advice. I have a brother, yes. It's okay to read, Burning Spice Cookie. It's okay to read that, especially if you're an adult. Please don't read not suitable for work stuff if you're a child, just because it's not appropriate. But even if you're a dude, you're allowed to read that. I'm guessing you feel some sort of sense that that's a bad thing for you to specifically comment. It feels like you're asking for explanation. It's fine. Have I watched Infinity Castle? No, I haven't. I did see Mugen Train in cinemas, but I am not up to date with Demon Slayer anime. So I haven't seen it. I have read all of the manga, but I read it back in like 2020, so I do forget it. Your friends think you're gay, but you don't know why. Okay. The expectations on masculinity are quite rigid, so anything that is seen as slightly divergent will be perceived as gay. But if you don't like men, then you're not gay. It's that simple. It doesn't matter if you like any kind of fiction. That's not really that important. I mean, if you think, can I draw Blitz? I can draw Blitz. If you like okay, liking femboys is, I'm pretty I'm not the person to ask that. I haven't either, just spoilers. I don't know what to do. Just suggest something to do. Draw Blitz. Why am I going to Kanye West? Oh no. I don't know what the line is. I'm not Frodo. I'll draw Blitz. Hopefully I can draw him, since I can't draw Mickey Mouse. This is going to become a meme in my head now. I'm going to be so annoyed at this stupid rat. but you're 11. Oh, wait, you've seen Helluva Boss when you're 11? I mean, I'll still draw it. I mean, you still know who the character is, I guess, but yeah. I mean, I'm not your parent. So, like, if you want to watch stuff that you're not supposed to, or is, like, not technically for you, that's fine, I guess. Like, I'm not your thing. But I wouldn't necessarily recommend the show to an 11-year-old, but yeah, I'm not, don't know half of these stuff. But I was also very much the kind of kid that I would not have handled the show as an 11-year-old. I still don't get half the jokes, even now. What is the silent? Oh, okay. The silent is, there's a character called Blitz in Helluva Boss, and his name is spelled Blitz, but the O is silent, so there's an O on the end. Yeah. What are you guys doing? Okay. Wait, you were 9. How long has the show been out? I keep forgetting that you guys aren't like some of you guys are like teenagers and stuff. Like I'm like, what do you mean you watched it when it was 9? It wasn't even out then. I think I watched it. I was already 18 when I first watched it. But even yeah, I sometimes I still feel like I don't get half the joke. Sounds like that JoJo name. That's pretty fun. Yeah, no. Well, geez, okay. See, I started watching anime at like 15, but I was very much the kind of person that I would check everything's like IMDb age rating and stuff. I would look up, if it's appropriate. I was very meticulous. I do understand that not everyone's like that. My drawings are not drawing today. Do I remember you? Yeah, your name is Dave. Your name is David? You want some ice cream? That's not funny, is it? I'm like, no one knows that reference. Okay, today is not working. But yeah, watching Attack on Titan at 6 is probably not the best idea, just because, not exactly super kid-friendly. Wait, Burning Spice Cookie? Dude, are you like 14 and trying to be deep? You're kind of giving that vibe, because you kind of be like, like, I don't know how I'm supposed to respond to this. I feel like you're possibly trying to engagement bait David. Do you guys know, like, the David, like, the FNAF song? Do you guys not know what I'm talking about? It's like, my name is David, yeah? I haven't really watched gore stuff, because I don't want to, so I don't know how I respond to that. I mean, when I've seen actual injuries, I've only had it affect me once, but yeah. Hi, Hungry Young Dad. But I don't know, I kind of get weird when, like, people be like, William Afton, yeah! No, there was this song that went kind of viral in the FNAF community, because it was really bad. And it was about, like, the secret of the mimic. And it had, like, a section where it's like, my name is David, yeah! Can I get some ice cream, yeah! Cocoa melon. Yeah, sometimes you guys talk about some stuff that I'm like, I am not equipped to help with this. My drawings are not drawing today. Do you guys, I don't know if you guys also get this, where you just have days where you just feel like that you've regressed from, like, it'll be like, yeah, I'm doing great the day before, and then just suddenly you're like, yes, this is not my usual standard. You don't remember this? Okay. Can I draw Jason? Jason from what? There's a lot of Jasons. Okay, I am looking up this song. You guys need to... What is the FNAF song? Maybe it's not called My Name is David. It's possibly called something else. Friday the 13th. Oh, it's called Jackie's Box. What is the show even about? As in, Helluva Boss? Is that what you're referring to? Helluva Boss is basically... Actually, it's just come to Prime Video. So basically, it's about a bunch of demons that run a business where they kill people. Anyone really good during you can't read. That always sucks. I had that when I first started. Yes, the burning spice cookie. That's what the pinned comment is. But yeah, I once had where when I first started making like comics and stuff, I designed this character and I was all excited, like, yay, they look so good, and I could not recreate the hair. Okay. This is the song I was talking about. Just be warned, I think it does have swearing. And I hope I don't get demonetized for this. What the sketch? This is Blitz. I tried playing Zenless Zone Zero when I first started. That's if you've heard the song, you would recognize it just from that little bit. But yeah, it's called Jackie's Box. Is the song I was referring to about David. Your has. Why does it? Yeah, I won't play the full thing just also so I don't get in trouble. But yeah, I was like, oh yeah, the song has swearing in it. It was just a meme there for a bit because it was really bad. Question. 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 I haven't seen Lackadaisy. What song do I like to hear? How much trouble should you give your character? Depends on the audience and what kind of a series you're writing. So if you're writing something because I'm doing a course at the moment at uni for like young readers. So if it's for kids, maybe reduce the trauma depending on what kind of trauma, especially. And also just the tone of your work. If you're writing something dark and you're also how much you're planning to actually explore the trauma. That's also a thing, like, if you're planning to do... It's more complicated than just a yes or no. It depends on the kind of story you're telling. If you're just adding... it depends why you want to be adding the trauma. I can't just say yes or no because I don't know your story. And, like, trauma is something... Yeah. Don't mute. Wait, why would I mute you for being 9? Are you not supposed to be here? I'm confused. Is there a rule against 9-year-olds? I have read YouTube's terms of services, but there's a lot of rules. I forget them. But he has enough trauma for an entire. Did you know? I mean, I don't know how I was meant to know that. Well, so I would say that like. Because it can be tempting to want to make your character very, dark and stuff, because, I don't know, it's hard for me to answer, like, without knowing your story. Like, can I draw the... What is that? The boiled one. Boiled one. No, I am not drawing that. That is freaking me out to look at. I am too wimpy for that. And then that might have been a face. I just dropped something good. Yeah, I would say that just asking me straight up, like, if you should add trauma, like, it depends on what. So does the trauma serve a role? I am not drawing that, David, because it's kind of creepy. I looked it up. It's some sort of. It looks like an analog horror thing. It reminds me of Momo. If anyone remembers what that was, and I'm like, nah, I'm not drawing that. That's too weird to look at. And also, Dave, didn't you just say that you're 9 years old? Why are you asking me to draw something scary? Draw the... I don't know what that is. Do you have fully designed sheets? I know what they look like. So I have full design sheets of the old art style. Because I technically started and got like about halfway through the chapter and decided I didn't like the more simplified style. So I know what they look like their clothes and stuff, but I haven't got a full proper reference sheet, especially at this new, more realistic thing. Am I an artist? Yes. So I probably should do that, but I know what they look like. And like, yeah. Hello, Kurd. That's okay. You think you're bisexual. Okay. That's cool. You're an artist too. Yippee! What is the stupidest thing I've ever done? I don't know. I do a lot of stupid stuff. You're asking me to like... I have no idea. Because that would require me to think through a lot of dumb things I've done. You used to think me transgender was bi- Oh! Because I know there's also like bi-gender and stuff. Luckily it is nice now that there is a bit more knowledge of what these terms are. Like, I remember that, I had friends that explained pansexual, like, they thought it was basically like being bisexual but also include non-binary people, which, no, bisexual already can include non-binary individuals. It has since the Bisexual Manifesto. But I still see they can be confusing with things. I don't know what that is. You're in your stream again. Yippee! You chasing a lizard. Yeah, a 5-foot-long lizard sounds kind of like you shouldn't chase it. That sounds big.
Sniff out some great cover today. Get a quote online. You with RACQ?
Yeah, I'm afraid that I haven't dated before, so people, I am not the person to ask for dating advice. I don't know what TOE is. You did. Why not? I'm not answering that. You know why you shouldn't chase a 5-foot lizard. Do I have the light brown, like, lizard things in my house? Do you mean, like, what's it called? Geckos? Or, like, penny lizards? Because there's a lot of brown lizards. And sometimes, like, I had a house that used to have lots of, terms of what? I had a lot of, geckos in one of the houses I used to live in, and also some houses have had, like, blue tongues in, like, the footpath. It crawls on walls. Okay, I guess does it make like a weird noise, like a tick 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 tick, and has like big eyes. So like there's geckos, but it also depends. Like a lot of them can climb on walls, so it's hard for me to say because it could be different in your country. So yeah, I mean I haven't seen lizards around in this house, but I have had houses I've lived in that had lots of lizards. Because I've lived in a few different houses in my life. That's a big lizard. How were you bitten by a crocodile? What were you doing? Where do you live? I don't even think I've seen a crocodile outside of, like, reptile parks. So I'm like, what were you doing? Do you live in, like, Darwin? That was a dinosaur cookie. The real lolbit, hello. Florida. Oh, I forgot that Florida. No, I thought Florida had alligators. I could be wrong though. I am Australian, yes. You poured milk with a rice sausage on school lunch and saying what? They are both. Oh, okay. You want to know something about Australia? Sure. Why not? Let's get some fun facts going. I'm curious if I will know this fun fact already. Because, like, there's plenty of stuff that I don't know about Australia despite living here. But I'd like to think I would know probably the basics. Like, I hope so. No, it's not. Hobart is the capital of Tasmania. The capital of Australia is Canberra. What are you talking about? No one even goes to Hobart. I mean, no one goes to Canberra either, but like... You love snakes. I don't know. I saw someone when I was. They didn't. And if they were going to change it, they would not change. Dude, I live here. Don't listen to Monkey 3000. We did not have a referendum to change what. Actually, watch another YouTuber live, and she's Aussie too. What? Going watching. Oh, nice. Enjoy. The cassowary, like, what? Cassowaries are evil looking. What do you, what? Do I like, yes, I like My Hero Academia. That was my first, like, anime. That I, like, actually watched. So yeah, My Hero Academia has a special spot. Did you know about the spider that can kill you in about 15 minutes? That's slow for a spider. You're Australian but from India. Ah, nice. Oh, no. Ooh. Are you gonna play Genshin? I might. I think I do have some resin built up. You can mount them into battle. Actually, why not? Let's play some Genshin. My art is not arting today. And sometimes the best thing you can do for your art is accept that it's not working. And I don't want to have to like redo stuff because I'm just unhappy later. So yeah. Autism. I mean, what about autism? You're in Queensland right now. Nice. I mean, not nice because it's really hot at the moment, but nice. I say that as if it's not always hot. What am I talking about? Woo. So this is my Genshin account. I'm very proud of it. It's called Newcastle. What? Newcastle's in, you've been wearing 2 jumpers all day. Well, maybe, wait, where are you? Because it's, you want to pull for Llama but Flynn's. I went for Llama. I lost to D-Luke, but because I was nearly at pity, so I just did a couple of pulls. But now I have guaranteed for Durin. But I got like other stuff. Do you have it? Wait. Okay. Wait. Did I think we gave that guy some stuff to build? Yippee. Okay. Hopefully I can. Because I also pulled the Scaramouche's weapon today that you bought. Jeez. Get hydrated. I don't know how it's got Skirt kind of single. Oh, nice. I hope you wanted her. I mean, she is one of the top DPS. So I mean that you got lucky. What pity were you at? Like, did you mean you like got her in 1 pity? Have one time. I don't think I've really had a near-death experience. Kind of boring. Newcastle big boy. You've already tried to pull my leg before. I feel like you're just making stuff up. Okay, let's... Oh, my crystal fly trap's done. Nice. But yeah, I have Skirk. You got her at 1 pity. Nice. I had to hit pity. I think I got like her at like 70-something pity. That is really lucky that you got her. See, I was trying to pull for Dahlia. Why is weapon at 83? Okay, oh no, the reason why is because I don't have enough of the upgrade materials. I want to get it to 90, it's just that I don't have enough of the things to get it there. Like, you know, like those upgrade crystals? That's the only reason. You won 5 50/50s in a row. Nice. I have not gotten that lucky. Wait, what am I doing? Oh, I remember what I was doing. Whee! But yeah, my resources are low. No, I don't have any 5 stars at C6. I'm too poor for that. What are we playing? We're playing Genshin. You can lost your Nihita to Chikaching. So yeah, guys, if you don't know what we're playing Genshin Impact. Where's my parametric? The way I remember to do parametric transformer is I do it at the same time as the thingy. What do you mean you keep getting... Jeez, okay, that's dramatic. You have Zhongli at C... Oh, nice. I'm really annoyed that they added, like, level 100, but, like, it's only if you've got, like, C6 characters, and I don't even have any standard characters C6, so I'm kind of sad about that. If I was rich, I would wail. But you're trying to get Bennett. I mean, okay, so generally the way that it works, for pulling for characters is you pull for 5 stars, not 4 stars, because 4 stars aren't guaranteed. And often you'll end up accidentally getting a 5-star. I've had it with when I tried to get Dahlia, but Bennett is a good character to try and get. He does run often, which is good. You will just eventually organically get him, and also I think he's been in a couple events. And he's also, if you really are desperate for Bennett and you're willing to save, you can, he does appear in this shop sometimes. Got you Sekiro, haven't looked in fair. Don't have an iPad. That's fair. Like, you don't need an iPad. I mostly got it as, like, for uni. I'm for trying to get Bennett. Oh, wait. Don't tell me you spent money trying to pull for a 4-star. That is a bad idea. There's no guarantees. And is he even on the banner at the moment? What banner were you pulling on? Don't go into debt for Genshin full stop. But especially not for 4 stars, as you will organically get them. And, they're not guaranteed. And Eon-san does exist. Eon-san's not as good for depending on what wait, who do you need Bennett for? I can possibly recommend a different option, because we do have some other universal supports, and depending on who you're even pulling Bennett to use with. Is 224k damage good for Ayaka's burst? I'm not sure. I don't have Ayaka. But that sounds decent, like, especially for when she came out. Like, that's not the best for modern DPS, but I know that Ayaka's a bit older and isn't super meta anymore. But I would say that's probably good. Just 24 damage per, like, just given when she came out, that sounds reasonable. But I can't be sure, as I'm not someone who has Ayaka, so I have very little sense of how much damage she usually does. You really like Bennett. Okay, so do you just want Bennett because you like Bennett? Because, yeah, if 4 stars is something not to spend money on, because there's no guarantees, and, like, yeah, you'll just get them naturally. Like, I have at least C0 for all of them except for Dahlia, and Dahlia's just come out, like, a couple of patches ago. And using Bennett, the damage is about 2k. Yeah, that's normal. 2k damage is actually probably low for a Bennett. Wait, Burning Spice Cookie, are you a new player? Have I ever spent money? Yes, I spent... Okay, so I had a friend when I first got the game. They bought me a Welkin. And also, I spent money to get Scaramouche because I already had bought merch of him. He's my favorite character. I was like, I can justify spending money on him. I had spare money at the time. But it was just to get, like, his C0. But I was also, like, I spent about $80 AUD. So I was like, that's kind of like what a game often costs to just play. So I'd already been playing for a year, was committed. I was like, okay, I am basically giving Hoyo money as if I was buying the game. That's how I kind of looked at it. So wait, you got Mob weaker randomly in the first run, still haven't been able to get a good pyro damage goblin. That sucks. Don't have a good phone to play Genshin, so you use Genshin Cloud. I mean, I don't know a lot about, like, what Genshin Cloud specifically is, but yeah, it can be difficult to get a device that can run it. I was playing it on my phone before I got the iPad, and my phone was bad. And I also had really low ping, because I lived in an area with just bad internet. If you have... I'm guessing you don't have a console. Otherwise, you would probably be playing it there, or a decent computer. I'm not watching the boiled one. I looked it up when you asked to draw it before. It looked scary. I'm not watching that. On-piece and off-piece, yeah, like, artifacts are the worst part. I'm gonna be real. It can be so annoying to try and get things that are good. Okay, I'm gonna go do the... What's it gonna call it? This to try and get my thing. We're topping the 100... Wait. I'm in a country where topping at 100 USD is like 80% of average monthly income. Okay, so you're in a poorer country, I think, then. Because 100 USD is not even gonna buy groceries for the week here. Like, yeah, I get that it can be expensive. I usually, like, can't afford to spend on Genshin. I had just saved up some money around the time when Scaramouche came out. And, like, yeah, I don't recommend necessarily spending if you can't afford it. And you can have lots of fun if you don't. Is roughly 100... Oh, wait, really? Okay, I thought it was less than that, but I also live in a household... No, 184 USD is AUD. That barely gets you, like... groceries at the moment. We'll get yearly grocery for a whole person in my country. Are you sure? Because, okay, maybe your currency is worth quite a different amount. Because, yeah, 100 USD is not a lot in my country. We get yearly groceries for a whole person in your country. Jeez. Okay. Yeah, okay. I'm not smart enough with currency things. You sent something in the Discord general chat. Okay. I'm guessing you're asking for me to see it. I usually check the chats afterwards. Like after the live streams. So it's 100. Oh, okay. So your currency is worth quite, like, is that it? That's, it has quite a different value. Okay, so wait, okay. If your upcoming banner is Farina, Zhongli, and Arlecchino, who should you pull? You have Mualani. Is Mualani your only 5-star? And also, okay, the first question is, what is your goal with your account? I personally am someone that I just pull who I like. We're playing Genshin Impact. If you're trying to pull for meta, I would say, okay, Zhongli, don't really consider. Zhongli has fallen off. He doesn't do enough damage. And there are other shielding options. Farina is a very universal support, but I also generally what's considered is, for a new player, so I don't have Chi-Chi, only standard character I don't have. So, pick out 2 5-star DPS, so like Mualani, that you really like, and then find out what their premium team is, and build that. So Farina, I don't know what Mualani uses, so I'm not sure if she works with Farina. But Farina works with most characters. Arlecchino is also really good, but again, like, I would pick who you like. Because characters can fall off the meta, but it also depends on what you care about. If you care about meta, like, if you really like Spiral Abyss, really want to do big damage, then, look up for you who Mualani works with, because I don't have Mualani. So I'm not entirely sure. Is motion blur on? Not sure. I think I have mostly just default settings. Okay, give me a sec. Let's go to Kaching mains for you. Kaching main Mualani. I can't spell. She's good with vape. Yeah, I know she is, but I'm not sure if she's... My guess... Okay, without looking, I'm guessing that she's... It's Mualani, probably Mabwika, Shalonen. Vape is Vaporize, so that's using a Pyro character and a Hydro character. Where's her teams? Like, I have a feeling she's probably not really a Farina. So Shalonen, Mabwika. Okay. What is a gacha? The next thing you Oh, okay, so no, this isn't a vape of a different kind. So yeah, I would say that... Okay, so you really wanna, Okay, so Hydro Resonance is good. So Farina is a pretty universal character. The only thing is that with Farina is that she does require a healer because she drains damage. She can heal, but you're not going to be using that in a Spiral Abyss, so you will need to run her with a healer. And if you... I mean, I'm someone that likes healers anyway, but that is something of note. But yeah, it depends on, like, what you care about. Is as to who is recommended. So, just considering goals, like, if you care about meta, then looking at, like, who's effective is things. If you have a character that you really like and you want them to do well, like, say, who do I use for healer? Depends on who I'm running. I have a couple of built healers, so I have Kuki for Hyper Bloom. I have Barbara built as a DPS, but she heals anyway. I have Bennett, but Bennett's good not because of his healing. Bennett is good because of his buff. He's just a character that happens to heal is more his value. But yeah, it depends on what team I'm running. And then I also do have Mobweeka is the most meta DPS right now, but they are asking about, I'm guessing there's been leaks of what the next banner is. Wait. Okay, so click, I can't use the map. Okay, hold up. Genshin's a game. If you mean if they're manga or anime. Genshin's a video game. It does have a webcomic. But it's, yeah. But yes, Mobweeka is considered the most meta DPS right now, I'm pretty sure. I think it's not even contested. I think Skirk is like second, but there's still quite a gap between the two. But we also are having new Nodcry characters come out, so it's entirely... I don't think Mobweeka is like... I really hope Mobweeka doesn't get completely dethroned, because she's already way too big. Maybe save your pulls for Miss Splitter and Shenhe for your Ayaka DPS team. I mean, if you really like Ayaka, then yeah, like... What is my... Why do you never draw? I do. You saw me drawing earlier. I just don't exclusively draw, and like, I've been in kind of a rut. But you saw me draw. But yeah. Like, what is recommended is very different. You gotta do... I also got Skirk due to my gambling addiction, but I specifically really wanted Dahlia. And Skirk is pretty, so I didn't mind that I got her. Ooh, you've got 4 50-50 wins in a row. Nice. I don't think I've gotten that close. I think the highest I've gotten is like 2. I do not win my 50-50s. You could draw for an hour. Okay. That's cool. You just wanted to build pity for Sitlali. See, I was supposed to get Sitlali. I don't really like Sitlali, so I think that's possibly why I didn't put the effort in. But I was recommended her for my Arlecchino, because, you know, I'm so close to being out of 36-star Abyss. Like, I have, like, I just need a stronger units and stuff, but yeah. Don't draw for a while because of our block. That's fair. Dave, stop asking. I've given you my answer. Oh, you won the 50-50 Sitlali. Nice. Yeah, I was supposed to try and get her, but I didn't get up to PD in time. Just because I was lazy. Because, yeah, I was recommended her for my Arlecchino, but I don't really love Sitlali. So I think... I like to pull characters I like. Yes, I do kind of want... Dave, stop asking. Ask again and you're going. I'm feeling ruthless at the moment. I'm not being nice anymore. You haven't played the game since you got Sitlali. Okay, so you haven't played for a little bit. I recommend coming back because Nodcry is really cool. Should you download it again? No, we just started Nodcry. So yes. Like, we've got Llama. And then we've got Flynn's is coming up. Flynn's looks so cool. I'm gonna get Flynn's on his rerun, I think. I need to save my guaranteed for Duran, who's someone I really want, but like... Flynn's looks so cool. Like, he's just got this dark, angsty aesthetic. And then, like, honestly, everyone in Nodcry, except for Nefer. Like, Nefer's probably the most eh. But, like, Nefer, different to Nefer. Nefer looks so pretty. Has 150 pull save for Flynn's. Nice! I only have just over 150 primos, let alone pulls. I am not a saver. There's just a chest here? Okay. Oh, okay, thank you. So yes, we have mods in chat. Multitasking musician. So yeah, Llama's good. And we also at the moment, if there's someone from Sumeru that you really like, we have the Sumeru Chronicled Wish. Plus, you can get a free standard character, so... has the personality of a robot. Oh, wait! I know! It's crazy. Like, we have some cool events and stuff. There's also if you play and you do like 5 days of basically just your weekly commissions, you after 8 weeks you can get a free copy of a constellation of a character you already have of old characters. So a lot of strong characters aren't included, and you can't double them up, which is sad. And then also on September 28th, we're gonna get like 10 pulls, which is nice. So yeah, they've got some decent-ish rewards. Still don't know how to do that event. What event? Ayaka was included. Yeah! I'm glad that Scaramouche was included. I'm kind of annoyed that Alhaitham isn't, because like Alhaitham's same sort of era, and he's one that I have. Like I only have 3 of the limited characters, and I'm also annoyed you can't use it to get new characters, because I really want Albedo. I have been playing for so long, and Albedo's only rerun once, and it's just annoying because like I really want him, but I didn't have enough primos when he came the first time, and he hasn't come back. And it's been 13 yeah, I think I've been playing for a while now, and he just doesn't rerun very often. You just need Alhaitham's constellation in ABC 2. Oh, okay, are you pulling for Alhaitham at the moment? I don't really tend to get cons. I should possibly consider it, but I like to collect characters, and I know it's not the most recommended. Some characters, their C1 is better than their weapon, but I like to get all their characters with their signature weapon just because I think they look cool. Ignore Scaramouche. I don't have the upgrade doodahs, but yeah, so I've got like Raiden with her weapon because it just looks pretty. I've got Kazuha and his weapon. I've got Alhaitham's. You actually got it when he first released doing a 10 pool. Nice! Alhaitham was my first limited 5-star. He came out just as I started. So I don't think I had met him by the time I actually got to his... I was using him back in Inazuma. So I got him before I, like, knew much about him, but he's definitely a character I like. I want to get Farina's weapon. I don't have Skirk's weapon either. I've got Scaramouche's. Don't have Sino's. Don't have Kanichi's, but I have Arlecchino's. Arlecchino, I had to get her weapon. Like, part of her appeal is that she has a scythe. Phone got wrong when playing too much Genshin. I had to buy a new one. Oh, yeah, no, Genshin just is quite big, and not all devices can really handle it. And I'm kind of upset that it's going off PlayStation. San Yun doesn't really need her weapon, but her weapon's cute. And then I've got Xiao's, because Xiao's is a standard weapon. I want to get Diluc's weapon, because his weapon's pretty. And then I don't have Ganyu, but I do have her weapon as well, because it's a standard weapon. And I have a second copy of Alhaitham's, because I lost the 50-50 on this thing. You're eating an egg roll. Okay. That is nice. Did I get any decent artifacts when I was just doing that before? I love that they've added the new thing where you can see, like, what they'll go into. It saves so much time. I still get bad rolls, but, like... Ooh, actually... Don't go all into Elemental Mastery. Please. Please, game. Show mercy on me. No more consumables, that's fine. Oh, okay, we're gonna trade those in, maybe. Is it the M4? The M4, what? I don't know what you mean by M4. Let's see if I can get more stuff from my teapot. This is my teapot. I haven't really... Oh, the iPad. I don't know what model it is, to be honest. I know it's a big one. I know it's, like, I think it's...
This realm is truly beginning to...
It's 11 inches. But I'm not sure what model it is. How do you know this? Okay, we're gonna get some of those. Hello, Ruby-chan.
If you ever...
I love the Portomos theme. Okay, we're gonna see if we can get this. Is it the feather I was upgrading? No, it was... No, it was, wasn't it? What was I just upgrading? No, it wasn't. Where did it go? Guys, I have a PC, yes. Why are you asking if I have a PC? Why do you have a keyboard and mouse but still play on iPad? Because the keyboard and mouse is for the computer. I have a computer right here off screen. My computer is old. It's from 2016. It still has a DVD player. It cannot... Guys, I have not been able to play Genshin on my PC since, like, 3.4. I cannot. You can stream on YouTube on OBS. Okay. Is OBS on phone? Where is the thing that I was just... Guys, do you remember what kind of artifact I was just upgrading? Because I can't find it. Or that they were obtained. There it is. It was a feather. Don't go into Elemental Mastery. I don't want that. Okay, we're going to use up some of these. Because I just want to get... Actually, I should... No one uses that set anyway. Except for, like, Yoimiya. Okay. That one's bad. 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 Also pretty mid. Bad. Not really. Okay, so they have... Okay. Give me... Why did it go back into... Okay, I bet it... Dang it, that had promise, but I don't think that's going to be much better than what I already had. That had 1, 2... compare. Okay, so that's... Crit damage is higher. Yeah, okay, this has higher rolls anyway. Traded artifact rolls for banner luck, because how do I manage... I know! Honestly, I would 100% just guarantee... Like, if I could guarantee better luck for my, artifacts, I would trade that over 50/50s any day. Because, yeah, you get all these cool characters, and then you can't build them because you just don't get the right artifacts. And, like, they have the transmutation system or whatever, but it's still bad. It's not enough to actually help that much. And it requires you to have, like, decent stuff anyway. Like, yeah, if I want to make a new artifact, like, say for the Scaramouche, you need so many of these things. And to get those things, you need, like, decent... Like, it feels like the things to help min-max are being given to whales. And it's like, they've got constellations. Give it to us free players. We're the ones that actually need the decent builds to get stuff done. Especially if you're someone that doesn't main the most meta characters. I mean, I get unlucky on both fronts, but yeah, I wish that I had better artifact luck. Artifact is honestly worth... Cool. Go away, system. I don't know why we're having dumb trolls. Wait. Why did the music stop? That is weird. I don't know why the music stopped. That was weird. Who's my favorite character? My favorite character is Wanderer. So yes, I have... Yeah, okay, so you're still multitasking. So yeah, I've got him triple crowned, level 90. I have him... I just got his weapon, so that's why it's not fully upgraded. But I also have him top 2% on Akasha for his build. I also have his premium team. So I've got, you know, Farina, I have C6 Farazan and Bennett. I wish that Farazan or someone had a shield, because he's very annoying in terms of he gets hit and he's down. He's not great for Spiral Abyss, because he doesn't do much damage, like, relative to modern DPS, and he's very squishy. He does not take hits well. I also like Al-Haytham, so again, I have his weapon. I've got him triple crowned. And he's also top 2% on Akasha. I like Farina. Like, I just like her character as well. And she's also good. I can't level him. I would, but I don't have the materials. I literally can't get it the full way there because I don't have enough of these things. And I don't have, yeah. You don't even have diagnosed OCD. Then you're probably not triggering OCD. OCD is a specific condition that's not just about being a perfectionist. Like, you can farm them. How do I farm them? I never do this. Because I never have this problem. How do I farm it? I forgot how to do this because I usually have these things. Where's the... with the weapon? Oh, no, okay. I've maxed out all the ones that I can craft today. If I go, like, to the weapon thing, I can't make any more. I've forged as many as it'll let me today. So I am at the max. I can't upgrade that further. Yeah. But yeah, I think it's down because I also upgraded, like, some other weapons recently. Yeah. I also like Arlecchino. Arlecchino's cool. But yeah, like, I will get it soon. It's just gonna take a couple, maybe, like, tomorrow or a couple of days for it to get to the max. Scout Yun is a character that looks cool. I haven't really upgraded her and Xiao that much because I've just had other things I've been doing. But I like Xiao. Even though he's not meta anymore, I don't care. I want to upgrade my Beta because Beta was my original main, like, when I first started playing the game. So I feel bad that I haven't got her properly built. I want to see what she can do. I know that she's not, like, there are basically anything she can do, other characters can do better, and she has quite high energy. I can find out. Hold up. I started playing the game back in... I joined playing on the 27th of November 2022. How do I get their 5-star weapons while being free to play? I just pull on the weapon banner. So I have less characters than someone that's been playing as long as I have would because I go and pull on the weapon banner. It's not necessarily recommended, but I just do that. I actually have better luck here than I do with characters. Okay. So yeah, that's how I get them, with their weapons. And I don't always get them at the same time. So, like, I think that I got Raiden and then on her rerun got her weapon. Sometimes it is interesting because I often will have them both at pity around the same time. So I have been able to get some characters and their weapons together. But yeah, it's not necessarily recommended. And especially because there's things like some character, their C1 is more valuable than their weapon. But I just like collecting the weapons. Must study engineering. Oh no! Like, so I think I got Kazuha's weapon at a pretty low pity, if I remember correctly. And also, like, if you're gonna pull for weapons, consider what the other weapon is. So, for example, when I got, Raiden's weapon, it was at the same, I think I got that at the same time as that Kaniche was running, and I got Kaniche as well. So if I got Kaniche's weapon, I would have been fine. But Kaniche, if you don't have Kaniche, you wouldn't want to pull on that banner because his weapon is very limited. Kind of like how, I think it's Navia, her weapon does not work on a lot of characters, whereas pulling on a banner that, like, let's say that your favorite character is running, and also it's Kazuha. That's a decent banner to try and pull for the weapon, because you'll either get your favorite characters, you either get Kazuha's, which is a lot of characters best in slot because of the elemental mastery, or you'll get a standard one, which you can't do much about, but there's plenty of those that work for different characters. So it is about sort of, I guess, evaluating. That's why I didn't get Scaramouche's weapon back when he first when I first got him, because he ran with Kokomi, And Kokomi's weapon is bad for Kokomi and is good on no one. So that's why I didn't get it back then, because I was like, oh, I'll get it on his next rerun, and then he didn't run for 2 years. So yeah, it's not necessarily recommended, but like there's free-to-play players that have C6 characters. It's just about where your priorities are, like what you care more about. So like there's some players that can get C6 free character. I mean, I could if I didn't have multiple characters, because I have what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 11 different standard 5-star characters, and that's not including weapons. So I have definitely gotten enough pulls that I would be able to have a C6 character if I was really dedicated. But I don't want that. I like having variety. And often it is more recommended to have, like, more characters, especially, like, lower constellations. They have adjusted their system a lot. A lot of modern, Genshin units have really good early constellations because they're trying to get dolphins. Whales are gonna whale no matter what. The people that you really want to convince to spend money are people that aren't going to C6 them, but might C1 or C2, might get their signature, that sort of thing. So Mavwika, I'm pretty sure, is one that has really good early constellations. I'm not sure about Shalona, but like a lot of Natlan characters and Fontaine characters have really good early constellations to try and get those kind of players. And then they might have like pretty mediocre like C3, C4, but then have like a good C6. That sort of thing tends to be pretty common. So I know that Raiden, her C2 is considered pretty good. And then you have some characters where they really want their C1. Like they might add a key mechanic that makes them a lot more useful. Like I know that Llama, her C1 adds healing, which is really good given that she's used in a lot of Bloom teams. So that means that you don't have to necessarily run a dedicated healer and then focus more on getting damage, but you need healing in a Bloom team because it damages yourself, especially because she runs with someone like Nilu. So yeah, there's things like that. I'm not sure who else is... I'm not sure if there's any modern characters that have really bad early constellations or like less valuable. But hello, Shipper Amisha. You're still alive, remember you? Yeah, you were here earlier. We're playing some Genshin. You're new. Yippee! We're playing some Genshin. This is my Raiden. This is my DPS Barbara. She does physical damage because I'm stupid and I like meme builds. I did not get Lauma. I was showing off in the character archive. I lost the 50-50 to D-Luke, so I now have C3 D-Luke. But I have guaranteed for Duran, who I really want from Nordcry. We're playing Genshin Impact. So yeah, I'm really excited for Duran to come out. I think he's predicted to come out in around 6.2. You're not even interested in pulling from anyone from Nordcry. Really? Because I want to pull basically everyone in Nordcry. Like, Nordcry has definitely revigorated some of my interest in this game. Which server do I play? I play on the Asia server. Like, yeah, Nordcry is... I like a lot of the characters. Didn't work. Was your device not able to handle it, maybe? Because, it does require some pretty decent stuff, so maybe that's why it didn't work. Or possibly depending on when you downloaded it, maybe you downloaded it at a bad time and the server was down. Like when they're updating. But I'm not sure why it wouldn't have worked. And so I waited 3 hours and it didn't work. Okay, I'm not sure what to say then. The patches can take a lot. Yeah, it takes a lot of space. It's a big game. And it keeps getting bigger. But yeah, I'm not sure what to recommend in terms of it not working for you. Let's fight that thing. Actually, I want to start with Raiden. I feel no asking. No, I don't mind questions. There's nothing wrong with asking questions. It's only annoying if, like, someone asks the same thing over and over again. Or if the PS4... I know, PS4... Like, I actually started a second account just for my PlayStation 4 because it's really pretty on there. And then they're like, yeah, we're getting rid of it. So I was like, cool, I give up. But yeah, it's annoying. Because I don't have a PlayStation 5. Oh, I just got an achievement for something. I don't know what I did. Jackie's back. Hello, Riku. Woo! But yeah, I am annoyed with that. Because I started a second account, which my goal was basically that I'm gonna build everybody wrong. So, like, I'm gonna build everyone in non-meta ways, and I thought that would be fun, but there's no point putting all this effort into a PlayStation 4 account and then having not, and like, I don't like switching on the one device. I just find that annoying. So I like to have one account per device. Even though you can have more than one. Still have like 6 months. I do, but Genshin is a long-term game. So I think it just got rid of my motivation to do it. And I also did, like, I've got other stuff. I can't run it on my PC. My PC has not been able to run Genshin since 3.4. My PC is bad. It's old. It's like, it still has a built-in DVD player. That level of old. I basically just use, what game is this? This is Genshin. Let's see if we got some. I really need a better feather, but they keep rolling badly, which is annoying. I'd like, that's the one that we just did that rolled mostly into like EM. That is also something like, because it can be helpful if you know you've got multiple characters that use the same set. But I'm someone that likes to have every character have their own individual artifacts, especially because it means that I can run the characters together. And yeah, I've like Raiden uses that set. So does Xingqiu. So does like Xiangling. So it can be difficult like if you can't even get like one decent piece of a specific type. But yeah, like sometimes it can be annoying like trying to navigate because like a lot of characters. It is a bit better now, like because we've got other sets that characters have moved. Hello, Raishna. Yeah, I understand. Using 2004 work PC and COVID times classes. 2004 work PC? Did that thing even still run? That would have been a potato computer. Jeez. That is commitment. That wouldn't... yeah, okay. I feel bad for you having to use that for classes. Why did they still have a computer from 2004 in 2020? That sounds horrible. That's not fun. Yeah. But yeah, like, so, like, someone like Arlecchino has her own sort of set. Love the new free 5-star. Oh, you mean, like, how you get the, what's it called? The free standard. I got Mizuki. I still need to get Chi-Chi. I don't have a copy of Chi-Chi. And none of them were close, like, to C6 to then get, like, things like that. I think if I wanted to C6 one, I would try... Because I know that Jean C4 helps with Animo support, and some people run her with Scaramouche. So I would be curious to try that. And then, like, I don't know, if I had them all close to C6, then you could get extra constellations to, then you got Tainari, nice. Yeah, I like to have at least one copy of them, and then I would possibly look at things like constellations.
I wonder when I'll be as tall as my sister.
But my Mizuki still hasn't, because I try to get everyone to at least level 70 so I can use them as fodder in the Imaginarian Theater. But I've still got some of the more recent characters I've gotten that are under that. But we're getting there. Sometimes if I get sick of, like, artifact RNG and trying to min-max characters, I'll just start building up other characters. So I've got some that are, like, pretty mid builds. Or, like, I started building them but then gave up and did something else. It's like, what are some characters? Like, so Layla, I don't have particularly great artifacts for. Kaya, I don't have artifacts for. Like, Beta, going to build one of the best Tainari once I download laptop. Oh, nice. I want to build Goro because I love Goro. Like, I think he's just cool. But he doesn't work with anyone. And, like, he's a Geo support, but none of the Geo DPS want him anymore. He's kind of been made obsolete. I know there is the machine gun version of running him, but I think that needs a PC to get that glitch. And you're gonna have one of the best free play. Nice. Yeah, I mean, Tainari is a good one to try and pick to make min-max, because, like, I mean, his weapon might be a little bit difficult to get that, like, R5, if that's, like, thing. Maybe with Navia. I don't think you run... I think that's what I meant. Like, you don't really run Navia and, Goro, if I'm correct. I don't have Navia, and again, I'm also not super familiar with Jiren meta, but yeah. Pretty sure she didn't run with Goro half the time. Which really messed him up, because, yeah, like, that was our first sort of proper Geo DPS for a while. And then, like, Ito is pretty bad, so most of the time his best team is just using other units that, like, wheelchair him. So I think it's things like running Mob weaker, because she just does damage, and, like, other characters. And by doubt, oh wait, it's like 10, okay, so I've gone a bit over my usual thing. So I might start wrapping up, just because Dow's made me realize I'm kind of tired. And I also have to tidy my room. Because I have books everywhere. I mean, that's not surprising. Yeah, like, because I'm like, if we got another Geo DPS, but yeah, like, what time is in my country? It's like 10:30 p.m. Yeah, no, yeah, it was Navia that's part of the issue, is Navia, I don't think her main team is Goro. I think because she wanted to, like, have characters of other units, she wasn't as much of a Geo, like a mono Geo, as, like, someone like Ito was. So yeah, she was sort of in a weird spot. Honestly, Geo has always kind of been in a weird position. It'd be nice if Nordcry added some sort of way to, like, I don't know, like a Luna Geo reaction that helps, like, bring that back up and do some cool stuff with that. That'd be nice. Yeah, like, maybe like a Geo, Dendro Bloom sort of thing, because, like, they don't react with each other, or Geo Animo, like, get those reactions together. Like, you could introduce a new 5-star unit that, like, makes them work together. But yeah, Geo teams are weird. It'd also be nice if they gave physical stuff. They don't do too good reactions. Yeah, like, part of the reason why Geo just falls off completely is because, like, Geo doesn't react, and reactions are where your damage are at. Like, very few units do enough, like, raw damage to not need proper good reactions. So it does make it weird, especially, like, yeah, things that don't react with stuff. Like how they revived Electro with Dendro. Yeah, like, we're in Nodcry, so we're getting these Luna reactions. And so far, we've just seen, like, Luna reactions that are basically the same as existing reactions. So it'd be nice if they actually used it to make stuff we don't have. Like, Luna Charge is just, like, Electro Charge, but with a different name. We've got Luna Bloom, which is just, I think they do have different things in terms of crit, but they don't scale differently enough. But, like, yeah, it'd be nice if we got some reaction that allowed, like, Geo, especially, actually, no, a Geo Dendro reaction could be good, because I know that Albedo gives elemental mastery. So if you could somehow, like, combine the two, because most, Dendro characters are EM scaling, so if you could find a way to make them work together, it would possibly bring Albedo back. Have better Geo reaction, same with, yeah, So yeah, if there's some way you could get those two to work together, that'd help with maybe getting... I don't imagine Albedo would suddenly be meta, but it might help revive him a little bit, because he does give EM, which is kind of weird. It'd be nice if they did some more stuff for physical damage. Because, like, we've got Mika, and Mika just didn't do enough. Like, I don't even think Mika is used on Eula teams half the time, from what I understand. And, like, his whole thing is supposed to be a physical support, but he doesn't do enough. They've done that a few times, actually, where they'll make dedicated reaction supports, like, and then they just aren't good enough. Like, Kujo Sara is, like, a dedicated sort of support for Raiden. Most of the time, you're not going to use her. Goro is a dedicated Geo support and stuff. Farazan's a dedicated Anemo support, but the best Anemo DPS meta-wise is Chaska, who doesn't use that because she's not doing Anemo damage. EM Zhongli with a Nef would be crazy. Ooh! I didn't know that there was an EM Zhongli build, because I don't have, like, Zhongli, and most people build him, like, with HP for shielding, but yeah, that would be interesting. But yeah, like, it'd be nice if there was just more of a sense. I like it when every character feels like they have something that they can be doing. Something that I would like them to play around with, which I don't know if they would. So, like, Chi-Chi, I think it's possibly her C6, and Barbara both have mechanics that can revive characters. I think it'd be really cool if they added a character that, like, got, some sort of buff from being revived by another character. Like a burst DPS. I don't know how meta they would be, but it would be cool if they could use something to utilize this mechanic that Barbara and Chi-Chi have. Because, like, most of the time you just, yeah, like, it'd be cool if there was someone that used that, as a mechanic. Venti needs a rework. Like, let Venti be good. Let the Archons be good. He gets tank his crystal shield. Oh, okay. Interesting. They need to, yeah, it sucks that Venti's, like, let Venti be good. Honestly, like, yeah, a lot of characters pre-Fontaine aren't great. And I get that they, like, have to do stuff, but, like, it feels the best when they manage to add stuff that helps older characters. Like how Escoffier helps out existing prior units as well. Yes, Skirk is still significantly, like, stronger, but she still, like, helps out the whole freeze reaction. Like how you've got, like, Chevreuse, where is she? I can't see her, but, like, Chevreuse helps out Overload, which is nice. It'd be nice to have stuff like this, like, so, like her and Auroron, and, like, I feel like they are moving towards, like, reaction supports rather than dedicated just an element support. Because that's what we had. Brenner and Cowgirl, someone that I know, the scaling is completely off. Yeah, like, Varessa does more damage than Raiden, which is ridiculous. So yeah, I feel like they've thrown off the balance of, like, the power scaling quite badly. It felt it feels like Mavwika really threw it off, especially. Like, Mavwika should not be as powerful as she is. Just straight up. She should not be so good as, like, do so much damage that she's still the best sub DPS for other characters despite being the best on-field DPS. Like, that's crazy. And it also means that, like, they had their Fastigian Onslaught. They had to make the first one, they had one that you needed Pyro. They had to make it so overpowered to make sure that you had to use Mavwika instead of Arlecchino, because, like, Arlecchino's still good. At least make the Archons the best class in that. Yes. I agree that, like, yeah, they really need to make the Archons feel like Archons. And, honestly, even Nahida has fallen off. Like, Lauma is basically a better Nahida. But especially, like, Raiden needs a rework, Zhongli and Venti. They're not even meta at all. Like, they're often considered not worth pulling for, which sucks. Like, Archons should be OP. That's, they really, like, I understand that, like, Venti and Zhongli are old characters, but, yeah, like, there are better shielders that are 4 stars now. Like, yes, and also it doesn't help that, like, sustain isn't super valuable. Like, because a lot of the endgame content, is determined on how fast you can clear. I feel like Zhongli might get a second chance if they added an endgame mode that was, like, survival-based. So, basically, there was a game I used to play called Mage and Minions that had a mode where it was just waves and waves of enemies, and the goal was to survive as long as possible before getting overwhelmed and dying. So something like that could be good for like your dedicated healers. So that could help like Kokomi, Barbara. I'm not sure how good Chi-Chi is as a healer, but like something like that where they added a mode that's based on how long you could sustain could be cool to add in some like to just help different characters be good at stuff. Because yeah, like being able to survive is important, but half the time the healers just need to be able to do a little bit. Like you don't really need dedicated healers. They tend to be lost behind because they just don't provide other benefits. Like Bennett is the best, considered the best healer, but that's not because he's good at healing. That's because he's a buffer that just happens to heal. So you need some healing often, depending on your character. Some of them don't want that. They just might want a shielder. But yeah, it would be nice if we had a mode that allowed, dedicated supports, like dedicated healers to really shine. And not have everything be based on speed. But I don't know if they would ever do that. But yeah, like, it does suck that Venti does not help. More game modes where other characters get benefits too instead of just using mess. Yeah, like, it feels like the same few characters are good at everything. Like, all the game modes don't really change up who's good. Like, there aren't many characters that, like, if they're good in Spiral Abyss, they're also good in Imaginary and Theater. They're also good in Stygian Onslaught. Having those 3 game modes doesn't really change up who's good, which I guess is okay if you don't have many characters to build, but if you're someone that isn't running, like, yeah, it'd just be nice to have that a bit of variety. Like, Mavwika, she dominates in all 3, because they're all based on speed, ultimately. Like, Imaginary and Theater, the main difference is just that the thing's lower and you need more characters, but ultimately, like, you still just build the Spiral Abyss. Or Stygian Onslaught, I guess. I don't know if you have the means for that. But yeah, just having different types of tests could help. Level 106 is bursting all the way. Yeah, like, I imagine, especially now that we've got, level 100. I mean, I know that, Mualani was really good for speed running. I think she's, because of her burst DPS, she is a bit harder to use for the average player, but I know that speedrunners really like Mualani. I'm not sure how many speedrunners exist, just given that patches would change, so I don't know that Genshin necessarily encourages speedrunning in the same way, especially because it's also got that long-term investment, it changes all the time. Yeah. Just give them the money and yeah. I mean, there are people that have, like, C6, like, to get that, like, weapon skin is apparently extremely difficult, even if you have C6 characters. It requires those to be built. Like, it's just a whale check. There is no way as a free-to-play player that you're even gonna get close. I've seen good players that, like, you look to for building advice, and they're like, oh, I cannot get the shiny skin. And the fact that it's, like, limited time as well. Yeah, like, Genshin used to be a bit better with its balance. It has felt like more recently that it used to feel like if you built anyone well enough, they could clear your Spiral Abyss for you. Whereas it's felt like lately, even having good builds doesn't feel like enough. Feels like you need good builds and good characters. Like Alhaitham was there for a while, was considered a top tier DPS. And he really fell off during Natlan. It was kind of sad. This Spiral Abyss has been a bit better because we've just got, like, Lauma, so we've just had sort of, like, a more Dendro Hyperbloom focus. So I am hoping they maybe keep that up for a little bit, just because I like my Alhaitham. But, like, I get it's difficult. I don't know how I would balance the game. But it would be, yeah. The more fit against older characters, right? Yeah, I know. It is kind of insane, the go. That's okay, Boblox. We're gonna wrap up soon anyway. But yes, thank you for moderating. Yeah, it definitely feels like that. I'm gonna say, like, Sumeru down. Like, honestly, like, from Fontaine onwards, the power creep got insane. Like, yeah. Raiden should not be, like, cause Raiden's, honestly, a lot of people love her. Like, cause, yeah, she got, like, power crept by, like, Clorand. I'm working for Hill, don't worry. In the product. Thank you. Yeah. Like, but Clorand wasn't super popular, but yeah, like, the Veressa should not have been more powerful than, like, Raiden. I get that, like, they need to have some degree of power creep. I understand that. But it felt very much like they were better at bringing up everybody. And, like, that a mediocre DPS was good enough. Whereas it feels like lately, like, characters that used to be good aren't even clearing. Like, and it feels like that how long a character is, like, the best of their, like, the best DPS of their element doesn't feel like they last nearly as long. Like, it feels like the power creep has gotten quicker, than it was. I know it's not as bad as some of the other games, but, like, I don't know, I feel like that it feels worse because they felt like they were a lot better at bouncing it. Yes, thank you, Boblox. I mean, there's some characters, like, that are still, like Xiangling. Honestly, Xiangling would be really easy to power creep. Just make a character with better ER, and you'll be able to, like, power creep her pretty easily. Kind of like how we have Yelan for Xingqiu. It'd be nice if we got a, like, 5-star Xiangling. I know Malvika does have off-field, but, like, she's not dedicated for that. She's too powerful as an on-field that I feel like that's how people are using her. We have Yansan as a substitute for Bennett, which is nice. I think that Yansan doesn't necessarily benefit all of the people. I feel like Bennett's still pretty good, but yeah. I know, Xiangling should not still be here. We finally got Fischl got power crept. I think Auroran's better than Fischl is. But yeah, Xiangling should not be here, because Xiangling is not hard to power creep. They just don't do it. Who uses a support? I think Malvika technically does, but I feel like, I don't know, I feel like that we need someone that is dedicated as off-field. Like, Malvika's in a weird spot. Like, she does technically also do off-field, but it doesn't feel the same as Xiangling. And I feel like because she's so good as an on-fielder, that's how you're probably going to end up using her. It would be nice if we have had other off-field pyros, but they just aren't as good as Xiangling. Unless you need the slow application. Like, I know Toma's good for Burgeon, because, like, Xiangling's a bit too quick. And I know that, Daya is also a bit slower, so they can be better for characters that need to do things. Very good off-field, maybe due to single target, not fully on AoE. Ah, okay. That makes sense. Yeah, like, maybe having someone sort of, because, yeah, Xiangling's spinning around can be a bit slow, depending on, like, if you're doing, like, a boss thing, it doesn't necessarily hit as much, so maybe something more like, maybe, like, a Xiangling, but with, like, Farina's skill. So, like, Pyro Farina skill, where you've got these little guys that are on their own, or having it something like Xingqiu, where it's based on, like, your attacks. That could be cool. Like, so maybe, like, either a Pyro Xingqiu or a Pyro Farina. I guess, like, Pyro Raiden as well, like, that sort of thing. But yeah, Malvika's in such a league of her own that it feels weird to compare anything to her. Because she just completely threw everything off. I have heard that Sucrose is, because of her EM buff, is better things. Everything is kids made to give him more damage. Yeah! Like, it's kind of interesting, because no one was excited for Malvika. I feel like she was someone that no one particularly, like, cared about until she came out, and she was just so ridiculously OP. So maybe that's why they did it. They're like, no one cares about our Archon. How do we do this? We make her completely broken. But yeah, like, I really hope that they don't power creep Malvika, just because that's gonna throw off the DPS balance even further. Really like watching Superman had no weaknesses. Yeah, like, see, it's actually funny. I don't know how to use Malvika, because I was borrowing someone's C2 R1 for the Imaginarian Theater, and I felt like I must have been using her wrong, because she was not hitting big numbers. But yeah, it'd be cool if we got sort of, honestly, like, off-field characters and stuff, like, supports and sub-DPS are the most valuable in order to keep balance, and like make on-field DPS more viable and stuff. Off-field ones are the ones that are probably the most helpful. And hello, Jaden Parker, because like they cannot like things like Shan Yun created a whole new playstyle. So like small stuff like that as well. Like Xian Yun brought up like D-Luke because D-Luke just for some reason had really high plunge multipliers. So like yes, stuff like that would be what kind of characters I want from the game. Like you need to activate a skill to get that 40% crit damage. Oh, okay. Yeah, I know that I must have been doing something wrong. Or I was using her against the wrong stuff. I don't know what I was doing. Because, like, she would occasionally, like, start hitting really big numbers. And I just had no concept of why she would be doing that. And then other times not be. It could have also been that I was fighting something that had resistance. I don't know. But I know that, like, Shalonen's good. Except, see, my main 2 DPS are, like, I mean... I think she's okay with, like, Arlecchino, but yeah, like, when she was running, I was like, oh, do I get her? And it's like, what are your DPS? And it's like, ah, yes, I'll hate them and Scaramouche, and it's like, neither of them can benefit from Shalonen. But yeah, like, off-field characters are really the ones that are gonna help keep things, like, they bring characters up, rather than just completely sit on top of them. Like, Escoffier is a good sort of thing, I'm not sure how, like, I don't know enough about how Lauma affected who's helpful and stuff. I think she kind of just maybe... I think she brought up Nilu and stuff. Shen He would have probably done more, but I don't know if how good she was. And I really have given us... The nuke everything is meta. Yeah! And they also, like, adjusted a lot of things. Like, they had a lot of, multi-wave content as well. So, like, you couldn't have a nuke deep... Is it okay if you're gay? You're asking the person writing a gay vampire manga if it's okay to be gay. You're asking the trans dude if it's okay to be gay. I think you know the answer to this. Cause yeah, like the characters like, reset characters, I think possibly that someone like Eula was like that. Or even Ganyu. Where, you know, like, you would just reset the Abyss. They weren't great at the moment, because they like to have a heap of little guys, and then have the big thing. Underrated, low profitability. I have Kanich, I just haven't invested a lot into him, because, I got him, but I already had Alhaitham, and I was like, I've already got a, you know, Dendro DPS, and then, like, Kanich kept being more helpful. I really should probably invest further into him, because, yeah, Kanich is kind of underappreciated compared to a lot of other Natlan characters. And, like, he's pretty good. And he's pretty satisfying as well, because he has, like, big boy numbers. But, like, regularly, like, yeah. He did 200k level 4 skill with Bennett and Shungling. Ooh, nice! Emily would have been better if she, like, because Emily's in a weird spot. From what I understand of how her kit works, is, like, she's not a burning support, she's just a unit that scales well with burning. So she just does big burning damage, but she doesn't buff it, so, like, she didn't necessarily open up many team slots, which is kind of sad. I like Emily. I think, like, I don't know why her design was so hated. I think she looks cool. But yeah, she's not like an Escoffier. Don't even know what Emily does. From what I understand, she's basically an off-field Dendro unit that does damage that's really... Like, she does burning damage. So she's good to run on a Kanich team, because Kanich also does burning damage, but she doesn't buff the damage, if that makes sense. She just is a, like, I guess, a more niche off-field unit. It'd be kind of like if someone, like... It's kind of like how you, have someone like Auroron. I don't know if... I'm not the best at remembering kits and stuff, but I think Auroran, like, he does more damage with, like, Electro Charge, but I don't know if he I think he does buff it, actually. But yeah, it's basically, like, I don't know, like if someone like Xingqiu, if you had a character like that, but he specifically did more damage with a specific reaction. So she's not a support for it, which is what a lot of people thought, because it's like, oh, well, she's a burning character. She's an off-field burning character. Okay, she must, like, buff it. That's not what she does, from what I understand. I could be slightly off, but I have heard that that is a common misconception. But that's part of why she wasn't that great, because, like, there's other support characters that are a bit more flexible that you can use instead of Emily. Like, she only had a couple of teams that she was the best option. Whereas if she was a more if she was like an Escoffier for burning, she would have been a lot more meta relevant. But she's not. And hello, Plug. I think I'm gonna stop, like, now. I'm gonna do a big stretch. Yeah. I think we're gonna go. I don't know what Ino does. I have no idea. I know that she's Hydra, but I don't know what she's I'm guessing she's probably for some sort of... She's probably for, like, Lunar Bloom or something. You're a go now. Yeah, I'm also go, I think. So, yeah, support. I figured, like, she's the support. I just don't know what she supports. Like, I got her, but I haven't really looked into her and stuff. But it is cool that we now finally have a Hydro Claymore. It only took them this long. A normal Hydro. Oh, she doesn't allow the... Because, yeah, I tried running her for a bit, and I was like, oh, where's my Lunar reaction? Does she not give the Lunar reaction? Is that only 5 stars? Because that's kind of rude. Because, yeah, I thought that... I thought maybe I just wasn't running her with the right other elements to get that, but that sucks if she doesn't do the Lunar thing. Yeah, I like her little tail thing. Mechanic. Yeah, the oversized is cool. Like, I'm not the biggest fan of the little girl models, but she's cool. But yeah, I'm guessing that she works with a Nefa. I'm hoping so, because, like, you know, I don't know, they're not the best at necessarily getting characters that are in lore friends to be, like, work together. I really wanted Linny and Lynette to be, like, I wanted Lynette to be best in slot for Linny, just because, like, they're twins. I want to run them, like, I don't have Linny, because I don't like charge attack playstyle, but I like his character, but yeah. Lynette has never been his best option, which sucks. Like, especially since now they are releasing more characters in, like, pairs. Where it's like, you really want a Scoffier for Skirk, you really want a Nefa for Flynn's. So it would have been nice if they were doing stuff like that for characters that are actually, like, connected to each other. Like Kave and Alhaitham. I kind of get them not working together, because that makes sense. But, like, yeah, that's something that I wish that they put more emphasis on, is characters that, you know, are friends. If they really buffed each other, that would be cool. So yeah, I'm gonna go. Those are my super duper hot takes on the Genshin Impact.